Hey y'all. Hello. Happy Sunday. Get in here. Y'all, what did we just sit through? I feel like this is deja vu. We back to where we were last year this time, and I gotta ask y'all, what the hell did we just watch? Get in here, please. Hit the like button. Get comfortable. Please get comfortable, because listen, this is a doozy. This is a freaking doozy. Oh my God, y'all, listen. At this point, I need emotional support. Y'all get in here. Please hit the like button. Throw your like number in the chat. I appreciate you. E. Davis, thank you for grabbing your crown back, girl. I know that's right. Rochelle, happy royal anniversary, 27 months. Hey, sis, let me holler at everybody real quick so we can start talking. I got to tell y'all what's going on with me today. Like, I've been over here working my butt off, and then, y'all, I'm grabbing my keys. So I'm like, okay, I need to get something to eat, because once I start working, I have a habit of not eating, right? So I'm like, okay, I know I got to watch Potomac tonight. I know I got to come back in here and talk to my kinfolks. Let me try to get something to eat real fast. Tell me why I couldn't even find my keys. So I wasn't even able to leave the house, y'all. I got to change locks and everything. I think I accidentally left my keys in the door, and somebody done stole my keys. But you know, if they circle back around, y'all know your girl got that pop, goes my nine. So I hope don't nobody get no bright ideas, because if so, I will let y'all know where to send chicken and cases of soda. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, let me greet y'all, and we're going to get into this show. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Child, did y'all watch this? Hey, Bianca. Happy Sunday, gorgeous. Okay, she says she like number 10. I know that's right. Hey, DB, how are you? Child, you know I'm going to go live while them tramps on arms. I ain't got no time for Married to Medicare. Bump them hoes. Okay, that's right. Y'all remember to hit that like button. My good sis is here, Cheryl Thomas Hughes. You trying to get through the recording? Yes, girl, get on through it where you can come on in. Hey, Jen Jones, thank you for being like number 7, love. I appreciate it, Cheryl. Thank you for being like number 13. Yes. Miss Gardner is here. Hey, girl, like number 14. I appreciate you, sis. I'm glad you're here. So glad you made it. There's my love, Tracy Lashley. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you for being like number 15. Trina Taylor in the house. Hey, girl. I hope y'all had a blessed and glorious weekend and Sunday, too. I truly do. I truly do. Auntie Eva, we glad you made it. Miss Kaiser So says in the house. Girl, thank you for being like number 18. Yolanda Franklin is here. Hey, love. Thank you for being like number 19. I appreciate y'all. This is the kind of love I'm looking for. Hey, BJ Des, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. Glad you made it. Happy Sunday. Yvette is here all the way from Birmingham, UK. Thank you so much, sis, and thank you for being like number 19. Miss Nisi is in the house. Hey, girl. How you doing? My niece is here. Hello, gorgeous. She said she liked it before I even went live. Now, that's love right there. That's real love. Real love. Not your twins, mama. Hey there. That's right. Tell them to make sure they hit that button now. Don't forget your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. The little circle with the emojis. Hit it and throw up them bubbles. Let them know y'all in here. Hey, Queen of Hearts KS. Thank you for being like number 23. All right. Evie is in the house. Mama's Peanut. She said Robyn Clear Lady and victim herself to death. Yes, she did. She sure did. She let y'all know she do have skills. It's just not a skill set nobody wants. Hey, guys, anointed daughter, how you doing? Nina Ross in the house. Thank you for being like number 25, doll. How are you? There go my baby Brown style. How you doing? Good to see you. Uh-oh, we got a Deb girl. Deborah Randall is in the house. That means it is legal to talk housewives. Okay, it's on. Yes, girl. I'm so glad you here, Miss Gardner. Thank you for being like number 26. I appreciate you. D. Seratina's in the house. Hey, how you doing? Uh-oh, it's Tish. Hey, love. Yes. Oh, you gave me 2 likes. Well, let me give you 2 thank yous. Thank you. I appreciate that. Miss Sparkle is here, y'all. This is our resident Mary Kay lady and like number 35. Don't sleep on her. And listen, I got my lip balm from her because y'all know the weather been changing. And y'all know I got these big old biscuit lips, so let me put y'all up on game. So what I got from our resident Mary Kay lady is called a Hint of Mint lip balm. Hint of Mint. It's like a gray tube with a, kind of slick looking mint green, muted mint green stripe on it. But let me tell you, it's not heavy and greasy. It's light, but it does hydrate. And my big old soup coolers, thank you. I appreciate you, sis. I do. All right, y'all make sure y'all welcome E. Davis back because she got her crown back on. All right. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad all of y'all here because we at this point we got to support each other. This has been tough. Brown Style says she can't wait to talk and laugh. Girl, look, it's going down. I'm gonna let you know. There's our sis with her good royal anniversary. Cool gamer is in the house. How are you? Yes. Fresh strawberries in the house. Hey, glad to see you. LEL up in here. Hey, boo. Kashari. Hey, love. Thank you for being like number 36. I appreciate it. What a cute little baby. I sound far away. I could change it if I sound too far away. Let me know if I still sound far away. Hey, Jenna Harris. Thank you for being like number 33, niece. Listen, you'll be back before we done. Hey, DS. Hey, Angel. How you doing? It has been so long. It has, but I love you. I'm glad you're here. Catherine Bennett. Hey, love. Definitely a good thing you probably didn't watch. It's probably a good thing. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Hey, Dr. J. Yes, girl. That's why I say, what the hell did we just watch? But I'm going to tell y'all everything about it. Y'all know I be catching stuff they hope we ain't going to catch you after they put us to sleep. Rochelle, thank you for being like number 45, sis. J. Della Ray in the house. Hey, gorgeous. Thank you for being like number 48. I appreciate it. DH, where you been? We miss you. You must have done changed schedules or something. Y'all are changing schedule and then I can't catch you. Hey, Jim Bunny. How you doing? Hey, DV. Oh, yes. I throws bullets, honey. I got fresh squeezed bullet juice every day. Fresh from Florida. Hey, Randa Diva, girl, it has been a while. I missed you. What you been up to? Hey, Ian Rose. What's going on? Sheila J in the house. Thank you for being like 44 in Rose. Thank you for being 55. Sheila J, I appreciate you. All right. Listen, let me make sure we got everybody. I don't want to miss nobody. Dr. J, thank you so much, sis. I love Dr. J. Thank you for being like number 57. SFF is in the house. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Ashley, there go my niece. Thank you for being like number 58. Randa, thank you for being number 60. Listen, that's that love. That's that love, honey. Yes. Yeah, you might have to refresh J. Della Ray. We ain't got them kind of likes. Ain't been that many Negroes showed up. Not yet. Ellie from Miami. What's up, girl? Shani, hey. How are you? You was like number 6. Okay, you was at the top, at the tippy top. All right. Thank you for being like number 63, Allie from Miami. Is that my Brandon? Hey, Brandon. Thank you for being like number 62. Okay. It evened out, Evie? Okay, that's what's up. Edwin Pena. Where you been? I missed you. It has been a minute. I'm like, is that my friend? I had to look. It's you. D. Marie, Lord, girl, where you been? You been gone so long, your crown done fell off. I was almost going to send out a search party. DM Rocks in the house. What's happening? You was at BravoCon. Child, when we finish talking about this episode, tell us everything you saw and don't leave out nothing. Yes, it's that time again. So look, these are the disclaimers before we get into this thing. First of all, if anybody comes in after I start running my mouth, if I don't greet them, y'all greet them. Everybody has to feel welcome. Nobody should feel tolerated. We're going to keep our comments on the people that was on this show. No personal comments or personal attacks will be tolerated. Everybody should be respectful. Even if we're going to disagree, we're going to agree to disagree respectfully. Okay? So no personal attacks. Ain't none of these people God. We can talk about any one of them. And ain't none of these celebrities safe. Everybody can get it, okay? And remember, be sweet because tongue and teeth fall out. Kin folks don't. All right? Zaleen, we glad you made it, sis. Thank you so much for being like number 74. All right. And the rest of y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button, thumbs up this video. Even if you don't want to tell us your like number, hit the like button, hit your engagement button, and let's get into it. Okay. So first thing that y'all need to understand, if I get to talking real crazy or saying something that's off the wall, understand part of that is hunger. Your girl is hungry. I'm over here hungry as a hostage. I'm starving. You know, I ain't gonna lie and say I'm disappearing. I'm a little too thick to ever disappear. But you know, my belly is reaching and trying to find my back. Okay, I will tell you that. So if I talk a little too crazy, understand that it's the hunger talking. Okay, all right. So let's get into it. I got my notebook. Y'all hear them pages? Y'all hear them pages? Y'all hear them pages? Yes. So I got notes, and we got to talk about what then went on this show. Now, I ain't gonna sit up here and fool y'all and be like, oh, it was exciting, it was riveting. It was not. It was not. And let me tell you something else. It didn't even really feel like it was no season premiere. Like I was expecting something a little bit different for a season premiere. Oh, is that my little sister? Yes, it is. There's my Christina. Y'all, this is the baddest girl in all of Houston, Texas. She's so gorgeous. Her picture does her no justice. Absolutely gorgeous. Hey, love. Yeah. Robyn looked like a grown man in a dress and heels walking down that hill. Yeah, she did. You ain't told no lies, but we ain't even got there yet. I know y'all ready to rip her down, but we ain't got there yet. So y'all know we go in order. I'm going to tell y'all what happened, and I'm going to tell y'all the reason we go in order in case you somebody new. I go in order with this review because there are people who do not watch these god-awful shows, okay? And because we do have sisters that do not watch this god-awful show, they came for the review, I got to tell them what happened and how it happened, okay? The way it had developed. I got to give it to them straight, okay? So y'all roll with me. So first of all, they started off the episode, and I'm going to tell you where I think they messed up. Where I think they messed up was that they tried to start this episode like it was like a continuation of the reunion and the Watch What Happens Live and the Juan Robyn bullcrap, and I blame Robyn for that. Like you were so busy hiding your mess that they had to backtrack and make it a part of the reunion. And now what they doing is at the beginning of this season. Hey, Megan Roger, what they doing at the beginning of the season is trying to make it like a continuation of the mess that they had to bootleg and bootstrap together for that reunion. So that's how kind of how they went into it. Then they played that stupid reunion trailer again. Thank you for being like number 84, Megan Roger. Played that reunion, that season trailer again, where they were trying to make it look like a 1970s or a 1980s sitcom, and they got all these stupid nicknames for the people. Like they up there calling, rolling like opening credits with like the blotchy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, with like the blotchy filter. Like it's really a 1980s or late 70s sitcom, and calling Giselle Cougar Town and Candace the Voice and Ashley Darby's former Barbie and Wendy the Nutty Professor. And I'm like, why are you calling her the Nutty Professor? She doesn't seem nutty at all. She seems very balanced and reasonable and rational, but whatever. I guess they had to say something about her. Called Nanka the new girl, that type stuff. So it was real corny, real campy, and it went over like a lead balloon. It did nothing. No, D. Marie, they did not ditch that opening at all. They stuck to it. Megan Roger said, I'm literally so sick of Juan, I couldn't even watch him sit there and lie. He had the audacity to call the coach. Yes, child. Yes. Child. Listen, Dr. J, that's what I said. That's somebody's child she got, but they got the nerve to be calling her Cougar Town when the opening credits. And you know what that says to me? Since we talking about it. What that said to me is that production is behind this fake relationship. That's why they, using it in the intro with the fake, sitcom opening with the opening credits. They put it in the opening credits calling her Cougar Town, all this dumb stuff, because they're the ones behind this fake relationship that we're going to have to sit through. That's what it's giving. They're behind it, and so now we got to sit through it. That's all I got from that. Okay? Now, that happened. No problem, Sheila. I know you ain't gonna watch it. Tutu for your info. Hey, boo. How you doing? Make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate that you like the reviews. I got you. So they did all that. Then they with the trailer again and more Robyn stuff. Then they showed her talking about the cheating clause in a prenup, and then they showed the fake wedding and then the hotel stuff and the Watch What Happens Live. That's why I said they literally came in like it was just a continuation of the crap that they bootstrapped together for that reunion. Hey, Lala Chanel. How you doing, boo? I'm glad you made it. Hit the like button. Don't forget now. So that's what they came in with. And so he's sitting there, it was on me. I effed up. That whole thing they showed when they did the tease, the sneak peek or whatever, that little stupid scene where she's sitting on that settee and he over there social distancing from her, looking at her talking about, oh, it's on me. It was on me. I effed up. I guess that was his obligatory. Well, if I gotta talk about it on camera, this is gonna be the one time, and I'll go ahead and stipulate that I effed up. That's what it was given. Yes, Edwin. Edwin said watching Robyn and Juan have a conversation nearly gave me a brain aneurysm. God, it was awkward. It was super awkward. So look now. Look. So they did that whole thing and they showed the clip of Karen and what she had to say. The Watch What Happens Live, where they showed the clip of Candace's tweet where she was upset about Robyn hiding that stuff and being phony. She claimed, oh, I showed Candace so much support. Girl, but did you really though? Hey, Cynthia Gross, how you doing, sis? Then, as if that wasn't enough, then she tells Juan, no one believes in our relationship. Juan didn't seem too interested in trying to make nobody believe nothing. She talking about Juan wouldn't make up something that dumb, but he did. He don't even respect you enough to give you a real story. And quiet as kept. I felt like she made that up herself. He could have made up something that dumb, but I felt like she did it. Hey, Kai, we missed you. We glad you made it, girl. So yeah. Then they went to talking about the young girl, the Coach Bree girl, the one that looked like a younger Robyn. And the reason I say that is because she did look manly. She was yellow and manly. She looked like she was racially ambiguous and a little masculine. Now that's what it was given. There go my sis Marilyn McGowan in the house. Hey, sister, how you doing? So look, it just is what it is. So that's when he talked about, she's a beautiful woman, and Robyn gave him the side eye real hard or whatever. Then talking about something, well, they see she looks like me. Girl, that ain't no flex. And we did say that heifer look like you, because quiet as kept, it's giving Juan got a type. Juan like him, yellow and manly. Okay, it's giving he looking for a yellow boy. Like that's what it's giving. Or the nature boy Ric Flair. Okay, because that girl was strong in the face, and so were you. Both of y'all strong in the face like Danny Glover. Y'all both some lethal weapons. Okay, y'all is lethal weapons. So I can tell that Juan Dixon sure enough got a type. Now he might not have your back, but he for darn sure got a type. Now that's for sure. Don't die yet. Because it's more. Hey, Dana Cutler, girl, thank you for being like number 95. I appreciate you. The rest of y'all hit that button now. Hit the button. So look, they get through that. Then she talks about the whole Coppin State thing and the scandal with the boy saying that somebody did something to him, and he claimed he told Juan, but Juan ain't help him or Juan ain't do nothing. That's the story? Juan was like, yeah, but that stuff wasn't proven, wasn't founded or whatever. I told y'all from the beginning, I really didn't believe that. I believe that young man was strategic, and that this is a name that'll get some attention. If I get enough attention, then this college gonna do something about what happened to me. That's just what I believe. Do I believe he told Juan and Juan ain't do nothing? No, I don't. I really don't. But anyway, so then Robyn goes on to say people are rejoicing about you losing your job. And I wanted to throw something at the screen at that moment. Lel say Juan just be playing the Robyn face. So you be in the nail shop with a heifer, you openly find attractive. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, them heifers some lethal weapons. They some lethal weapons. Mm-hmm. Actually, they're a little more Mel Gibson than Danny Glover. They strong. They real strong. Mm-hmm. So this is why I want to throw something at the screen, because first of all, Robert, we did not rejoice. I know me did not rejoice about this Negro losing his job. Hell to the no. First of all, some of us was pissed off that he didn't have no job. Some of us actually felt bad for you that he didn't want to be seen nowhere around you until he ain't had no job or no money to give now another woman. A whole lot of us was pissy because you had to sit up there talking about you playing with dirty toys between your legs while he fighting with you over the remote control instead of fighting with a want ad. Hey, Don D. Instead of fighting with a job application or fighting with a goddamn resume or CV or a cover letter. So don't be talking about people rejoicing because he ain't had no job. That's the dingiest, muskiest, funky thing a man can do, is not work. The hell you say? Well, nobody rejoicing about that Negro being unemployed. I bet you were, though. Tell him the truth. You was happy he was unemployed because then you could actually get him to walk all the way into your house instead of just driving back. Hey, DT. That's right. Tell him to hit them likes, boo. I'm so glad you here because I'm going to need your support. Don D, how you doing, boo? Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button now. But I ain't like that. Robyn tried it. We was rejoicing because he lost a job. Said no black woman ever. We ain't never want to see a Negro unemployed. Hell, they get violent when they broke. Ain't nobody got time for that. The hell, she had a lot of nerve with that one. She had a lot of goddamn nerve. Okay? Because quiet as kept, most of us ain't really had no problem with Juan. Ho, we had a problem with you. Up until he lost his job. Y'all my witness. Y'all know I was saying free Juan. Because I felt like he was hanging around so, she could look a certain way on that show. Plus, he was probably trying to get his money back after she done blowed his money. I really didn't have no problem with Juan until he had the nerve to lose a job. And then you came out to tell everybody that he was fighting with you over remote control. And we wouldn't have known nothing if you hadn't told it. Ric Flair, Nature Boy. So anyway, that kind of pissed me off, but I digress. And mind you, and the other thing pissed me off was in that scene, the cameraman shady as hell, because they gonna widen the shot where we could see the top of her head and we could see all her tracks. They had the nerve to do a leave out, and this heifer hair thinner than the feathers of a baby chicken. You could see all them tracks from the top of her head. I say, God, today, why is this happening? What is going on? Who do we blame, Jesus? Because the top of her head was a sad mess. A sad mess. So then we moves on. The next thing we see is Karen, Candace, and Wendy. They all showed up in that order. They went out to get something to eat, get some drinks and stuff. Okay? Now, them heifers showed up. They was looking good. They was looking good. All of them was looking good. Child, Karen wig was so nice, I want me one of them. Let me say it again. Karen wig was so nice, I want me one. Now, if one of y'all know where I can get one, or for Christmas, if y'all feel generous, y'all want to send me one. Yeah, because the Karen wig was nice. I like that wig. That was right up my alley. Now, I got to wait till it's at least 30 to 32 degrees to wear it on account of my hot flashes, but I do want one. Okay? Now, Wendy showed up in the red, honey. I don't know what she had going on, but it looked good. I said, all right now. And then Candace looked okay, Candace just be, when Candace is okay, I leave it alone. Because y'all know Candace can go a little bit too far trying to be stylish. Okay? What you say, baby? The baby say Karen the baddest 60-year-old in the game. Yes, God. Yes, she is. BJ did say I only saw the last 10 minutes. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened to the rest of the week. So, listen. They all get there. Wendy, we find out Wendy walking around carrying her rosary or her chaplet in her purse. I say, Lord, she Catholic. She ain't just Catholic. Wendy is Catholic. I wonder if she charismatic or she just regular Catholic. Something tell me Wendy mama be shouting real hard and stuff. So I'm thinking they probably charismatic or something. But she had her rosary in her purse, and Candace talking about you should have used the rosary for me. And then Wendy gave us a little insight. She say that's why they be trying stuff with her and it bounce off because she got she totes it around with her. I said, well, all right, now whatever works, if that's what works for you. So they sat up there and went over like a recap of last season's nastiness, the different things that happened, and the things that were done to them. And Karen was over there talking about forgiveness, and she cool with everybody basically except Robyn, and it basically comes down to her saying, if Robyn take accountability or put stuff on, be straightforward, then she'll be cool with her too. And I'm sitting here like, well, girl, good luck with that, because I don't know if Robyn ever gonna be straightforward a day in her life. I just don't see it happening. But okay, maybe, just maybe. So they went through that whole thing, and Karen was like, mainly because of the deflection and the attacks on other people. And she was talking about how they attacked her to avoid talking about Juan and his women, and how they attacked Candace's husband to avoid talking about Juan and his women, and even the attacks on Wendy and pretending like they were so mad with Wendy and calling Wendy an antagonizer when she was attacked by a large Hispanic gentleman. So a lot went on last season, as we saw. Okay. Now, Karen talks about the whole thing where Robyn talking about she was waiting on her to out her business with her man. And Robyn really said that. She said her behind up there on Watch What Happens Live. I was waiting on Karen to bring it out. Why the hell would you be waiting on Karen to bring it out? Karen don't go with your man, and you ain't paid Karen to babysit your man. What the hell? That seems stupid from the get-go. Okay? And Karen crazy tail talking about she was dealing with Juan's domestic women, not the international women. Crazy self. And then Karen brought up the fact that when she was out there and they kept trying to force her to argue with Big Reese, talking about people gonna see your true self. And so Karen was like, child, they see my true self and they see yours too, because you was a liar. And she says she an open book, and Robyn's a bold-faced liar, and Robyn is for sure a bold-faced liar. Wendy mentioned about the deflection, so it seemed like they all on the same page with that. And so Candace said, y'all ain't ready for this, for those of y'all who didn't watch it. Child, Candace said what the hell I said. Candace said, are they even married though? Are they even married? Has anybody seen a marriage certificate? Because that's the question I've been asking from the get D up. Some of the people I knew that was looking for a marriage certificate, I think them Negroes forgot and just gave up because it never showed up. We never saw no marriage certificate. I ain't never seen no marriage certificate. Did y'all see a marriage certificate? Because ain't nobody showed me now. I don't believe stay married. And Candace always asks the right questions. If y'all recall, Exhibit A, it was just last year when Candace pointed out about Ashley, talking about this ain't no real divorce. You around here shopping these fake divorce for a storyline, when they was down there in Miami at their house with the toilet pipe going over them people's bed. Candace pointed that out. That's why I say Dorothy must have raised her like somebody, because she sure caught this bull crap and she pointed it out. Hey, do we even know them people married? Do we know? Because I want to know. Do we know? Okay? I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, that was Wendy that said Wendy said the marriage certificate, but Wendy said the marriage certificate. You're right. I stand corrected. But Candace said, are they even married? So Candace caught it, and Wendy, came in for the layup. It was an assist and a layup is what that was. Because I didn't realize it, but I'm just saying, I'm just glad I'm not the only one that peeped game. I'm not the only one that peeped game. Now, I'm going to tell y'all my prediction. Y'all want to hear my prediction about Warren? Y'all don't want to hear it because y'all think I'm crazy. But I got a prediction, and I'm going to tell y'all what else happened. You say you were thinking about me when she said it. Y'all, I got a prediction about one. Yes. Yep. I'm going to tell you like this here. I believe that we going to find out Juan got an outside child somewhere. It ain't really outside because he ain't really with Robyn. But don't y'all be surprised if the next year or so a child don't pop up from somewhere that we didn't know nothing about. Now, remember I said it first. I told y'all them people wasn't married. Now, I told y'all I don't believe it. Ain't nobody been able to find it, but I believe Lala said, yes, we do, sis. Oh, now y'all want to hear my crazy theories, but this is my theory now. That's my theory. Even say Juan sat on that couch tonight and said, I'm just trying to raise them boys. He said that. He said that. I believe Juan got a child out there somewhere, and I believe it's going to pop up. I don't know why I got that feeling, but I got that feeling. Every time I get a feeling, it be something to it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all that. Couture Bay say, I do believe a baby is out there. Yeah, something going on. Somebody got a youngin' somewhere. Somebody got a youngin' somewhere. It's something. It's more to this story than what they telling us. You understand? And see, one thing about me, I can always tell when somebody BSing me. And these people is BSing real hard, and I feel like they BSing for a reason. Something going on. I believe it's a youngin' out there somewhere. And I believe Robert know everything about it already. When the baby come out, don't y'all let her fool y'all talking about, oh, I didn't know. I can't believe it. I'm just, I'm shocked. Don't y'all fall for none of that. Because I believe something going on, and I believe it's a baby out there somewhere. And don't ask me why I feel that way, but listen, this is just the old lady in me. I can feel it. Alice say, you right, because the scene with the cat cracking hens, Robyn wording about Juan is weird. It's something funny going on here, man. Something funny going on. Yolanda said, I'm not doubting this, Seanitra. I don't put nothing past Juan because he don't want that musty, dusty, rusty, dusty cookie. Ooh, you put Dusty in there twice. That cookie must be nasty. Ashley said, I believe it too. If he's smart, which he's not, he'll use that as an escape plan. Child, he probably, what he doing is hanging on, taking money from her to get to the girl who got it baby. Hey, Ufoma, she say the baby is probably overseas where he played. I was thinking that, Ufoma. I was thinking that, sis. I was thinking that. Couture Bay say if Giselle was fighting church ladies in the parking lot, a baby is put up somewhere. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I believe she'll try to stay. If he'll let her, she gonna try to stay. Hey, Tara Hill. Now I'm just saying, I ain't trying to go off on no tangent because I don't know for sure, but I got that feeling. I believe somebody mama been dreaming and seeing fish. Now that's what I believe. Somebody done seen some fish somewhere, and some of y'all know what I'm talking about when I say dreaming and seeing fish. Okay, I'm just saying. Quiet Storm say that ain't no cookie, that's moldy sourdough. Get your butt in that corner. You the first person to go in the corner tonight. Get in there, moldy sourdough. Lel say at that point I feel like Robyn will move the baby in with them because she's a level of delusion that you can't reach from 6 bottles of vodka. And let me get on this delusion stuff. Everybody hollering about delusion. That hoe ain't delusional. She a liar. She know what the hell going on because she know that ain't none of her man. Brandon Martin said, you hit the target. That's probably why the girls did an intervention tonight. Sharice is the bone collector of RHOP. Oh, I ain't think about it like that, Brandon. I ain't even think about that. But let me tell y'all what else done happened. Let me tell y'all what else done went on. So then Ashley over there with her children. Ashley showed us the house with them children, talking about a seaside, not by the seaside, or some other bullcrap she called her decor. And you know what I call that decor? I call it, I don't really have any style, so I'm going to stick with really bright colors, blues and neutrals and stuff, and I'm going to call it seaside. And I mean, it makes sense. You was raised by Sister Underhill. It ain't like you got a whole lot of experience about decorating houses and making them homey. I get that. She had the children in there. Hey, Southern Charm. Had the children up in there. The child, one of them crawl up on the darn dining room table. He laid out across the table, looking like he could fall and bust his head anytime. The other one up on the countertop, and he pulling his brother up by the arm. Could have dislocated the child's shoulder. They could have fell and snapped their neck. Ashley sitting up there. When she looked over and seen them doing that, y'all, I'm expecting her to say, hey, get down from there. What she say? Be careful. Be careful. Headquarters, be careful. Girl, if you don't get them churned down off that countertop before one of them break they got darn neck, then Crocodile Dundee gonna take your kids, and then you ain't gonna even have child support check. You're gonna be stuck like Chuck for real. Okay? Lord, Southern Charm say Pier 1 clearance sale. It's what it was given. It's what it was given. Even say them new mamas. Yes, that's what it is, that new mom syndrome. Trina Taylor say Stewie needs to watch them boys because I can see them in the hospital. First of all, them boys got large heads. I'm not talking about them bad. I'm just saying their heads is big and they heavy. And it's easy for children with them big heads to lose their balance and lose their equilibrium and stuff. Let's just say one of them sneezed or something and his head throwed him off balance. He could have fell right off that counter. And then she'd have been crying and hollering, oh my God, it gotta hurt. You need to take care of your children. Edwin Pena say, I know them kids is running rampant in that house, and it stales everywhere. She ain't gonna be happy that one of them end up in a cast or a sling or something. Yolanda Franklin say Ashley need to learn to discipline her children instead of doing the green-eyed bandit's dirty work. You ain't lying. She got some dirty work to do around that house called raising them goddamn kids. Don't make no sense. Y'all, listen, that was messing with my mama nerves. You know, mamas have a different set of nerves. I wanted her to get them kids down. I wanted somebody to walk up and just shake her. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? But anyway, it's a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom house, and talking about it's real open, and it's talking about the condo, the penthouse that she was living in with Michael was real dark with blacks and browns. Yes, because that was his bachelor pad. And he wasn't going to never let you get a house. He only let you get a house now because you're willing to say y'all getting a divorce and he don't have to be on camera with you. All it took was for him to get caught in 3, 4, 5, 11 scandals by grabbing the booty cheeks of people that don't want to be grabbed. And then magically you can finally get a house. Because if not for that, and then people kept being in his face, honey, you'd have never got that house. You'd have never got it. Talking about she wants stuff bright because it was dark in there. Yeah, that's the bachelor pad. And that's what it is again. He ain't got to get no hotel rooms no more. He can bring his men and women back to his house like he comfortable with. And so talking about the children like the house. Of course the hell they do. You had them children living in the shoebox. Golly. Then she talking about, it's hard, with Michael not being here, he don't come around. Hey, Divine, and talking about he only been upstairs like a couple of times and his name on the mortgage, but he don't be coming over here. It's just me having to raise the kids all by myself. It's just me by myself. And production shows the nanny. So how the hell is you all by yourself or you got a nanny named Daisy? How you got a nanny helping you raise your children and you still can't keep them off the top of the tables and the counters? Whew, let me find out. She need a lion tamer and animal control. I don't know what she gonna need, but it's not doing it. And then talking about they still hashing out stuff and his name on the mortgage, and she ain't in no rush to take his name off the mortgage and whatever. So then Giselle called her and she talking about Grace going to college and then told her she seen that her and Michael was in the Bahamas together. Ashley looking dumb, talking about where you heard that from. And she said somebody else had told her. So remember now, I said first. Candace said it second. I said first, I don't believe they getting divorced. Brown Style said, I agree. And right before the first season started, there was an article about him talking about his new girlfriend and his new lease on life. I always felt Juan and Robyn are only together for RHOP. Hey, it's the beautiful Chanel D. Queen. Hey, girl, what's happening? Yeah, production quickly showed Daisy the nanny. Deborah said that wasn't the first time Denis pulled that little one on the counter. That's an accident waiting to happen. Yes. Yeah, she gonna keep right on to one of them children get hurt. Lala say Mr. Burns is cheap. That's why he still got plenty of money. Yes, animal control. Allie from Miami say the nanny is still on Michael's payroll. Let's be real, Ashley. She ain't gonna be real. She gonna keep lying because people letting her get away with it. I don't believe they ain't no goddamn divorce. Who the hell? You claim y'all going through a divorce and you're all on your own and he doesn't come by there, but y'all going to whole Bahamas together, girl, bye. Y'all was at the Bahamas together because y'all still bumping uglies. You still letting Montgomery Burns climb up on top of you and y'all playing connect the liver spots. That's what the hell is going on. And the fact that she think we that dumb, it's annoying. I guess she say, hell, if Giselle and Robyn can tell stupid stories and slide, let me get mine in. Brandon say Seanitra stop. Not big heads. Them babies is cute. Now, Brandon, I ain't finna go that far. I ain't gonna never call nobody child ugly in public. But I ain't finna call them there. cute now. Y'all know I don't practice lying. Can't do none of that. No. But I ain't gonna talk about them. No, I ain't gonna talk about them. That's right. Get your royal family merch, y'all. Get your merch. Nina Ross say my mama nerves kicked in too. Yeah, they up there on the goddamn countertop. Yeah, up there playing connect the liver spots in the Bahamas. Think somebody's stupid. Yeah, Edwin talking about co-parenting. How much co-parenting you need to do in the Bahamas with your ex? The hell you take us for? Infesting the Bahamas resorts with worms. Child, they need to burn them sheets. That intervention at the end was too, well, we ain't got there yet. You say Dean is your man, well, have him. I bet you I ain't gonna argue with you for him. You can have him. So anyway, she claimed they still co-parenting, blah, blah, blah. Giselle basically want to invite Team B. And I'm going to tell y'all, before we get deep in this season, I'm calling these heifers Team A and Team B, because there's a clear line of demarcation in the sand. You got Team A, which is Candace, Karen, and Wendy, and Team B, Team Yellow, which is Team Yellow, plus Sharice and this new girl. Okay? So Giselle want to invite Team B over to discuss everything about Robyn, and they want to have her back, and they want to talk to her about Juan and all this stuff. And Ashley talking about she's scared because she got a bad track record when it pertains to talking to Robyn about Juan, and that production went to showing back down memory lane. Okay. All the times that she done blew up and got mad with Ashley. And I'm like, Ashley, some of the stuff she used to say was funny, because I still ain't got over that $37.50 that she said that Robyn had in her bank account. That was hilarious, and that will live forever in my head, rent free. So, and then they talking about Giselle say she talked to her about Juan, and she talking about Juan always feels sorry for people, and he's a nice guy as it pertains to them stories that she telling about why he's with this woman, that woman, and the third woman saying, and hotel receipts and going to nail salons and all this other stuff. First of all, he don't ever feel sorry for you. He don't ever feel sorry for you. Can we talk about that? Because that blew me. Trina said Seanitra was a mess. You made me choke on my grapes. Girl, chew them grapes. Chew them good before you swallow them. Don't try to swallow them without chewing them good. Mash them up. Child, that scene was fake, but that was some bull crap. I believe Robyn said that too, talking about he always feeling sorry for people. He a nice person. Hey, Ali, say when I saw Ashley kids, it made me think of that video of Dr. Umar speaking on women who have kids with men over 50. The baby come out smoking Black and Milds, ball, and drinking Hennessy. Well, them might be able to get in the club free before 11. I don't know. But either way, I'm back to this. He feels sorry for people. Is this not the same one that didn't even pity her enough not to let us know that she lay up in the bed all day and don't wash her behind? Is this not the same one that when she was trying to talk to him about, well, you cheated on me in the past, when she was showing him that warehouse space for them $5 bingo hats? Remember, he walked off on her. I ain't got time for this, and darn near drove off with her arm in the car window. This the one she say feel sorry for people? The same one when you call him talking about when to say we ain't in no relationship, and he was like, what's up, Robyn? Or is it the same one from last year that you called when Karen told you about your man and his girl in Georgetown that darn near cussed you out and screamed on you on the phone? Is that the one you say be feeling sorry for people? Because, I mean, you might be right, girl, but how come he feels sorry for everybody but you? Why? Ain't the case. I'm just wondering. How come he feels sorry for everybody but you? Yeah, the same one that made you piss in a bottle like you, long distance truck driver. That's the one. Them the one. That's the one we talking about. Oh, okay. And talking about something, he's a nice guy. Well, we darn sure ain't seen him being nice to you. I ain't seen him so much as pull out a chair for that heifer. I done seen him sit up and that girl be talking to him about the most basic stuff, and he roll his eyes like Satan is serenading him. Zelene say Juan wanted another baby and he got his baby girl. He probably did get it, but I don't think he got it from her. Something done went on, y'all. So then we get Giselle and that little bitty boy, that young fella, the one that looked like a teenager, like he barely legal. Let's call him barely legal because I can't remember his name. Okay. Lord Edwin say, not Juan giving random people $50. That had me dead. You ain't lying. I need to run into him. See if he can give me $50. Hell. Some must be working hard. Ain't nobody walked up and gave me no $50. Why my sister on the phone talking about he looking for a yellow bone, wide shoulder star? I'm through. I'm not doing that. Not today. Y'all rough today. I already see where this is going. Lord have mercy. A yellow bone, wide shoulder star. Lord. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Ian Rose. I have not seen the nice one. I don't know if the nice one exists. Oh, Nikkei, thank you so much for my $49.99 for my super chat. She say, oh Lord, I want you to help us. Yes, help us, Lord, help us. Because these people telling lies that don't even make no sense. Nikkei, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, sis. That's my first support of the day. I appreciate you. Okay. So she up there with this little bitty dude, with this young man, this young boy. And this was another one they did that sneak peek on, that awful cringy moment of the old lady stiff dancing and stiffly gyrating around. I still don't know how the hell you gyrate stiff, but leave it to Giselle. She figured out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to go on ahead and give her credit, because she managed to do something that I've never done in all my days. I don't know how to stiffly gyrate, but she did it. Brandon said, did you see the chemistry between Giselle and the dude who's 16 years younger? Hell no. You didn't either. It wasn't there, was it? So look, then y'all, the whole scene with him cooking the tuna, and it was so crazy listening to him talk. He's so corny, talking about tuna. I say tuna. Oh my God. I say, listen. This baby don't even like women. Come on now. And while she over there talking about, I got a bigger pot, I'm going to get it and let you check out the scene. And the child talking about, I ain't looking. And production asking her in the confessional about him being 16 years younger, talking about who's counting in the West Wing, done seen things it ain't seen in a while. Girl, ain't nobody been over there to clean them bats out your belfry and quit lying. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because if you was hunching, you wouldn't be talking about it unless you was a real bottom of the barrel. You know what? SFL say Gizzard is paying Young Buck to be with her. I think the network is working out a deal to try to help her out. Because why else would they be calling her Cougar Town? Like they're literally going to try to make that her storyline, because they tired of us pointing out the fact that she don't ever bring nothing. Don D say that little boy struggle braids really bother me. Baby, them braids was worrying me. You know what it look like? You know how when people have little boys and they don't want to cut their hair yet, how they just slap some braids in there so their hair don't be flying everywhere? He looked like somebody's 3-year-old toddler. He looked like a toddler that need a haircut. It was real disturbing. And she up there dancing around the boy talking about, you want me to stop dancing? Listen, the Lord wants you to stop dancing. Right, Quiet Storm 87 talking about he was probably dropping hints with tuna. I said not tuna. D. Marie done got her crown back, y'all. Welcome back, sis. Listen. Ashley talking about tuna was his SOS help me code word. Lord, I hope whoever was supposed to rescue him heard it and came to his aid. Yeah, them braids look like something on a little boy, and the mama just don't want to cut that hair yet. I know that's right, sis. Fix your crown. I know that's right. Yolanda said, I believe she renting him for the season. Something going on, and it definitely ain't no romance. Whatever the hell it is not romance. So we had this whole cringy scene, y'all. It was hard to get through. Ooh, Shannon say Rings and that boy gonna wind up breaking up and he gonna start dating Pennywise. I think he gonna end up, dating a young man. I'm sorry, I'm not being funny. That's the energy I get from him. I don't think that boy interested in Aunt T Giselle. I just don't. And it's not a diss on her. I just don't think I don't think the age is correct, and I don't think the gender is correct. Something is off there, and I smell it. Hey, Lily. You mean Giselle gyrate like a wooden spoon in a mixing bowl of mashed potatoes? Precisely. That is oddly specific and spot on. That's exactly how the hell she was moving around that young man. So then we get this whole cover story, and they ain't seen each other in 2 weeks, and she did have two different confessional looks, the orange and the blue. I don't know what the difference was, but shout out the orange and blue. Shout out to the Florida Gators. You know, she almost made me like her a little bit, rocking the orange and the blue. She said he live in New York. They normally see each other every other weekend. We see that she took the girls to Dubai, and then this boy said, well, this is the welcome back from Dubai Din Din. I say Din Din. Oh, hell no. When he said the welcome back from Dubai Din Din, y'all, it took everything I could do not to shut that whole goddamn show off. Because see, what y'all not finna do is just be raising my blood pressure at random. The hell you mean Din Din? And Giselle is a whole hood booger. What day of the week you talking to somebody who actually uses the term Din Din? Let me tell you something. I ain't never met a man that say Din Din. This is the welcome back from Dubai. Din Din. Din Din? Din headquarters? Din Din? Man, y'all don't leave me the hell alone. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now I'm in for the season. But if they keep doing stuff like this, I can't promise y'all nothing. He ran my pressure so high I got dizzy. The room started spinning on me. The welcome back from Dubai Din Din. Giselle done went from drug dealers to Reverend Pimp Daddy to Sherman. Now welcome back from Dubai Din Din. If y'all don't leave me alone, I know something. Now, God darn it, that's why I draw the line. I'm not finna be doing this. I ain't finna be doing this. Now, I'm just telling y'all straight up, this is some foolishness. Straight foolishness. Welcome back from Dubai Din Din. Negro, please. Clyde, hey, Clyde. Say, I agree, Seanitra. I don't think he into women. Hell no. The Negro said Din Din. Din Din. Headquarters. He said Din Din. The hell? Yolanda said, I hope he not messing with a dude named. Hey, listen, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. This a lot. But he said up there, listen, on my mama, he said, welcome back from Dubai Din Din. God darn it, that is it. That is it. Brandon said, you already in. You can't turn back now. You let him sit up there and say Din Din again, and we gonna see if I can turn back. Say in LA, we don't even talk like that. Thank you. If the people in LA know better than to say stuff like that, you know that's out of line, Brandon. You know he ain't supposed to be doing that. You know he ain't supposed to be doing that. Pissed me off. And they got Grace in a confessional trying to give this BS Superman story of Giselle some credibility. Got the baby up there that trying to lie for her. The lie was making me uncomfortable. I'm like, you ain't supposed, as a mama, you ain't supposed to be training your children to lie. My children knew. I'd have told their behinds up. Skint you alive if you lying. Don't be doing no lying. I'd be John Brown if she ain't got the baby in the confessional trying to help her lie. You know, children can't keep stuff straight. The baby was making faces and everything. They talking about, you know, she talking about, I mean, it was she met it. She said she invited him to the Reasonably Shady show, and the baby said it was a random guy just following him around. And she know who it was. And see, that's the way she said it. Giselle tried to make it like, oh, he was just so into her. Oh, Grace saw him. Grace checked him checking me out. He wasn't checking you out. That baby said it was a random man following y'all around that looked like her. He was her age. She wanted to know why this little young dude that looked like he my age following my mama. She probably thought he was finna rob your old tail or push you over and snatch your purse. That's what the hell she thought. She thought she was finna have to go into defense mode and protect her mama. She ain't think that man was trying to holler at you, Giselle. You forgot that the babies ain't natural liars. That's you. And they talking about the first impression. The baby didn't even answer the question about what her first impression is, but this man was. She just made a face. And then she talking about, did he work his way to an A? Did you know nobody gets an A with grades? They have to work their way up. She trying to coach her into an answer. Talking about, did he work his way to an A? She said maybe an A minus, you know? And then talking about and then with Angel, the little Angel that was in the kitchen with her, talking about, you got to try mama breakfast. Now, mind you, she trying to pretend like, oh, he just a part of the situation and he been there all the time, yada yada yada. He's always around. But the baby said, you got to try mama breakfast. Her breakfast real good. I said, oh, what a sweet little baby. And she talking about, oh, he don't do breakfast. You know, I've been around you in the morning. You don't do breakfast. And he was like, why would you say that? Where you getting that from? I say, Lord Giselle, next time you gonna lie, you got to sit down and rehearse them better. Make sure y'all on the same page. Okay. So that was that on that. Then we get to Mia and Gordon. And y'all, this was where my pen almost ran out of ink. And I had to switch pens. That was very traumatic for me. Okay. I got to get some more pens. Y'all don't know. When I be watching these shows, I write notes on everything going on in these scenes. And I run through a lot of pens. I have ran through packs and packs and packs of pens. But sometimes people look out. Oh, real quick, let me send a shout out to our sister, CC Miller. CC, thank you. CC went on my Amazon wish list, and my sis sent me a container of assorted nuts because I love to chew on me some almonds and pistachios. It had cashews and honey roasted peanuts in it. And off my wish list, she sent me a container of pure unrefined red palm oil so I can be, you know, cooking my jollof and different things. I got me some good red palm oil and I was really excited. So shout out to CC Miller for that. And sometimes people look out for me on pens and stuff, and I appreciate it because y'all, I was really at that point and had done ran out of ink. I had to hurry up and dig in my nightstand to find another pen to keep writing. It was just so crazy. I just remembered that because I saw the ink where the ink got thin, and then I could clearly see where I changed pens. That's all. So Mia and Gordon. It was funny watching this because we already know where this ends. Okay. So they up there talking, and she talking about, you know, they done moved out the big house, and she done went from 11,000 square feet to 1,500 square feet, and they can no longer afford the $10,000 a month. Gordon say he going to court with them people because since they done voted him out as the CEO, he ain't finna walk away from $500,000 over there, and they living off their savings, and she no longer is working as a marketing director. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, Mia didn't tell us she was no marketing director. Didn't she tell us she was a VP? Didn't she say she was the vice president of the VP and she the boss? How you go from that to a marketing director? Because that ain't what you were saying. If she had said marketing director, y'all, I would have remembered that. Did y'all ever hear her say that? Or was tonight the first time she said she was the marketing director? Was that the first time? Because I really believe that was the first time I heard her say that. Because before I could have swore she said something about she was the VP and she's the boss and all that. And this me and Gordon business. Then we find out the family is in on it. He done put their name on stuff. Now they done, you know, snatched it from up under them. Now he got to go to court. Now we finding out all this time later, you was the managing director, not managing marketing director. Brandon, I thought that was the first time we heard her say that. I ain't never heard her say that. Never. Yeah, she was saying she was the CEO one time. She said she was the marketing director. She said she no longer the marketing director. Yolanda said, you know, Mia can't lie straight. She went from self-proclaimed boss to a pathetic pick-me to align herself with Green Eye Bandits. Yeah, she did that. Edwin said, didn't she say she was the CEO? I thought so, something like that, CEO. Then I thought I heard VP, and now we all the way down to a marketing director. Don D said it makes sense why she was messing with the display. Yes, at a grand opening, because that's what she supposed to been doing, marketing. Yeah, now we getting down to the nitty gritty. Kelly Harper said she was bragging about being the CEO. Wendy was mocking her doing. Yes, that's right. Look at the CEO. Look at the CEO. Yes. Now she's the marketing director, and now she ain't even that. Alice said, remember that G retired and she. Oh yeah, he was the CEO, and she said he retired and then she took over, and that's why them people voted him out, because it was like, you supposed to be the CEO. Why the hell is she the CEO? Why is she telling people she's the CEO? And then something about she didn't want their churn and stuff working there, and that might have been the last straw for them. Like, how the hell our churn can't work here, and this, our family situation is not yours. Yes, only $500,000. I caught that too. But he said, I'm not finna walk away from $500,000. Okay, my mouth was wide open the way she talking, like, like she Big Bang Hank. You know what I'm saying? You dollar bill, you big bad dollar bill that run the Players Club. How the hell it's only $500,000? You felt like she was a mannequin for the business. I feel like you need to go to that reflection corner too. Slide on over there. Edwin say CEO or nothing. She was marketing her way out of a job. Sure was. And then go ahead and talk about they still can't even give a valid reason for why they moved them there, because they don't have one. They just didn't like the fact that your wife was around there stunting and didn't want their churn and stuff working at that business. That's what that was. And say that their profits dropped after he was gone. Probably did. But black people, they get caught up in their emotions over the money. So their emotions said they wanted you gone because your wife didn't want their churn working there. And that's just what that was. So if the money dropped, the money dropped. They don't care. Yolanda say Mia couldn't explain the operations of their business at the last reunion, which made me suspect. Child, I was suspect every time she opened her mouth. What a lying self. D. Marie time, my first one in the corner. Now that would have been the second one in the corner. The second one. Lord, Yolanda say Mia do look like a mannequin. Y'all so rough. So look. So then they went talking about he was depressed, and he tried to play it off like he wasn't. She said, you sat on that couch for 2 months depressed, and it was so hard watching you like that. And I had, it was hard for me. And he talking about, thank you for supporting me, but then you cussed me out. She said, yeah, because I was supportive. Then I would get angry and be cussing at you like, get your butt up off that chair and whatever like that. So it sounds like we getting to the bottom of why she rolled out. Thank you, Vet. Okay, so listen. Wait, she also look casket sharp. Listen, don't y'all talk about that lady mortuary makeup. Don't you do it. Lily say get them likes up, y'all. So look, so she was like, yeah, I was saying get up off that couch. And I'm like, okay, so that's part of the reason why she slid on you. Because that girl want to be protected and cared for financially, because she grew up in her childhood couch surfing. So if she went from couch surfing to granddaddy surfing, ain't no point in surfing on a granddaddy that can't keep her, financially comfortable. And then the fact that she said you sat on that couch and you did not dispute this, Granddaddy Gordon. You didn't dispute it. She told the truth on you. You sat on that couch for 2 months and you wasn't even trying to do nothing about your situation. You just sat there depressed because them people done hoodwinked and bamboozled you. Now let me hit on something else real quick before I move on along. Because see, Granddaddy Gordon is hilarious to me too. You put your people name on that business trying to be slick. I got this young girl and she gonna do what I want her to do, but I'm gonna make sure that my money and everything is still with my family. It ain't gonna be with her. And at the end of the day, while she may be a gold digger, they did you worse. But I'm gonna leave that alone. You'll learn. You're gonna learn. I'm sure he done learned already. So anyway, she was talking about the situation, and he talking about that they had the accountants come in and check everything, and he said that he felt like she thought he did something because she kept asking, are you sure you didn't do anything? And she said, yeah, because I had to cover my butt and make sure I was good and my churn was good. I didn't blame her for that either. It's a sad day when I can agree with something Mia got to say, but I agree with her on that. She had every right. She had every right to make sure you didn't actually do nothing, because see, at the end of the day, she was on TV lying, pretending she was the CEO, but you actually were. So if anything went wrong, she would have had to ask you to make sure, like, are you sure you didn't do nothing? Because them people came and while y'all was on vacation, blindsided y'all and snatched what was yours from up under your feet. Okay, so then she went to line again, talking about I had to make life changes and I stopped drinking. And he talking about, you stopped drinking, you didn't he's like, when did you do that? So she went trying to remind him of when it happened, y'all. And so he was like, yeah, you said you didn't want no drink, but you would take some wine. So then she had to switch it up. Well, I stopped drinking hard liquor. Mia, just say you lying. You ain't changed nothing. What you was doing was talking that talk so you could set up the story for why you was finna leave and live with another man, because you was making life changes, girl. That's all. Talking about, oh, I just, I don't like me on hard liquor because, I have a better filter on my mouth when I'm not drinking hard liquor. And the situation about Karen came up where she sat up there and basically tried to lie on Karen to her face. And then talking about gonna ask G if he thinks she should call Karen and apologize. And he was like, yeah, you should. She said, what do I say? I'm sorry. I accused you of being a hoe, or I called you a hoe. And he was like, well, you didn't call her a hoe. She said, well, I'm sorry. I accused you of being a hoe. Okay. I'm just saying. That's what that was. And she, was sitting up there looking stupid, but you did that. You jumped in there and tried to run in there for Giselle and Robyn, and you made a fool out yourself. Don't blame it on the alcohol, girl. Don't do that. So then we get Candace and Chris. This was a yawn fest. It was a yawn fest. So Candace and Chris in the park having a picnic. Why the hell you be doing that? I don't know. She complained about bugs, but she the one wanting to be outside. The producer showed what happened last season and talking about it was so hard on them. And they showed the three liars. They showed Ashley with her lie, Giselle with her lie, George Foreman with his lie, all of them lying. So then she talking about the tour cost her over 6 figures out of pocket. And the band itself was like 50 racks. And she hoped to be in profit. Chris sitting there talking about, but you have to ask, do you need backup dancers? Yes, she needed. Stop asking her, do she need it, Chris? Because see, at the end of the day, I don't like you. How the hell you gonna ask her what she need when you ain't paying for none of it? You ain't paying for none of it. Did you get another job yet? I feel like for Potomac, I just need to do like maybe monthly questionnaires to make sure all these men is still working. This got to be the worst franchise for unemployed men. How somebody that barely keep a job got the good nerve to be asking her, is she sure she needs something? Hell, whatever she need or don't need, you didn't pay for it. I ain't even got to see the bank slip to know you ain't paid for it, Chris. You didn't. He got on my nerves too. As y'all can tell, it was a lot of them working my nerves tonight. And so then she suggests Pilates from him and called him old. I'm like, girl, you knew that was an old, dusty, clear man with baby mamas when you got him now. Chill out. He talking about he go to the gym, but she points out he ain't been there in 3 weeks or whatever. So then they went to talking about the Robyn thing and her scandal. She was like, she deflected and she had a real scandal. And then she did acknowledge, like, oh, she did act supportive at first, but then, they showed, she talked about how she moved later on, like, I'm going to be supportive, but she basically said how she moved was janky, and then the producer showed that mess she pulled at the reunion, like, it's probably not the best look, to be in a hotel room with another woman, but your man was at a hotel with another woman and paid for the room. The hell, he had a conversation with somebody that he thought was his friend because he dumb like you. But either way, and she talking about, I don't like the space we in because I always saw her as a home girl and I'm open to talk. Well, she don't see you as no home girl. That's why she was perfectly fine throwing your dust bunny under the bus with a lie to deflect for that man that's over there that's humping around like Bobby Brown. But either way, then we get to this final scene. Okay? We done made it all the way to this final scene, child, with Giselle, Big Reese, Ashley, and Robert. This was an interesting scene. I got about a good 2 pages and a quarter. No, about two full pages. I just wrote a little big in one spot. So they talking about they got to give her tough love. This before she showed up. Reese talking about she's kind of scared to talk to her about it. Ashley shows up and she talking about child hotel Giselle always under construction. When you gonna get a completion date? Something always broken, tore up and need to be fixed. And if I break my ankle, it's gonna be a problem. Well, stay the hell from over there to the she shed. The she shed ain't safe. You got to be in shape you got to work out. You gonna end up wearing them boots like every other season. Giselle got a boot on, so she don't mind twisting her ankle and hurting herself over there at the she shed. So if you know you can't handle walking through the construction zone, ain't nobody out there handing y'all hard hats. You know, Ashley had them pulled off her shoes and ended up coming down there barefoot because she was finna slip and fall coming down there. I don't know how the hell Big Reese made it, actually. You know what I'm saying? I think the size of her wig cut down on the wind, you know, the wind resistance or something, and helped to get down the hill. And then, you know, Robert, that was another story. Oh Lord, she got some long arms. Oh, that's a doodly heifer. She's so doodly. But anyway, then Giselle talking about some, you know, it's some delusion with Robyn and or whatever, and they need to be there for her because all of them been there. And she's like, you know, been through similar things, and she talking about, you know, those two are the perfect people to be there for her. And I'm like, what you mean those two, Giselle? You was with Rem Pimp Daddy. You was with Rem Pimp Daddy. I know you ain't talking about those two, girl. You meant us three. That's what you meant. The hell? Brandon say, what was with Candace's makeup and outfit in the confession? I love the braids, though, pretty hair colors. You know, Candace likes to paint up like a squirrel, Brandon. You know that's her favorite thing. That's why we call her Secret Squirrel from time to time. He ain't get enough. I don't know. I just need to know if he working. Like every couple months, I'm going to just check to see if the men over there on Potomac have jobs because I'm tired. In a minute. We ain't there yet. So they get through that, and then Giselle's is talking about that Robert told her that, you know, when everything first went down about the whole hotel thing, she told Giselle that she didn't care and that she was numb to it. Ashley said, you know, probably because it's not her first time. Robert shows up. She coming down that driveway and got her arm stuck out to the side. That's when I saw her wingspan. I say, that is a dude. Oh, she better be glad she had babies, because I swear for M&M's, baby, we would have to do all kind of genetic testing to see what the hell that is. So she come down there. She look. I mean, I don't even know what she had on. You know, she wear terrible clothes too. She bad as Giselle. Okay. And anyway, I see y'all comments. Y'all crazy. So she gets down there. That weave still look tragic. The dress look crazy. I'm like, girl, if you don't take that dress back to City Trends, I know something. So Giselle tells her it's time for tough love. And she like, what did I do? She says, as it relates to Juan, it's an open forum to talk. Everybody get quiet. Robert sitting over there with an attitude like she ready to start, you know, pulling her Karen antics, you know, not the Karen, a Karen. And so everybody got the awkward silence, child. All the awkward silence. And so then here come, god darn Ashley. Ashley said, hell, y'all gonna be awkwardly silent. I'm Sister Underhill daughter. I know what to say. So she spoke up, and she talking about that she had her back when everything first happened with the hotel, and was like, girl, well, we know it's some bull or whatever. She said then the other stuff started coming out and it was kind of fishy. And she was like, with the nail salon thing, that, you know, she was like, I didn't know whether she was being honest with me or whether she being honest with herself and this, that, and the third. So at least she said it to her. Robert talking about, well, Brianna's worked for him for 3 years. And I'm like, the fact that she worked with him for 3 years, what the hell that means? She could have been working for him for 3 years, and she could have been working him for 3 years. Who knows? Talking about something. Juan wouldn't be dumb enough to be in public with somebody. Child, according to the people, he been in public with somebody. Stop it. So Ashley tried to, pivot and like, okay, girl, but maybe it's just the optics. And, the optics don't look good. And look like he would have took that into account after everything had just came out about the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. If your girl start acting up, then you take her friend. So she talking about that Juan told her he don't care. And what y'all want me to do? Yell at him, and she doing all her little theatrics, child. And I'm not gonna tell him to end his friendships and that things he's always done are not okay. Stop right there. So you saying, hey, he ain't gotta stop dealing with none of his women, honey. And if it's been okay for him to be out there swinging his dang-a-lang, then he can keep on swinging his dang-a-lang. Cause that's what the hell I heard. It sounds like what he did while he was single, he can continue to do. I don't care nothing about that. I just need y'all to believe that we together. Cause I don't, Robyn. If you ain't got no marriage certificate, I don't believe it. I don't. I heard that. Those of y'all who watched it, I hope y'all heard it too. She said, and I quote, she said that I'm not going to tell him to end his friendships, and that it's not okay for him to do the things that he's been doing. Okay. So Cherie says, but what about you? And he don't care, but what about you? What about your happiness, your joy? Are you good? And she talking about my joy has been stolen. And the world wants to tear us apart, but it's not Juan's fault. So everybody looking crazy, like if it ain't Juan's fault, well, who the hell fault is it? Whose fault is it? Because see, Juan been at headquarters instead of at a hotel, at the laundromat, at the nail salon, and all these other, scenic places, all these other, beautifully scenic places, then it wouldn't be no conversation for nobody to steal your joy. Is your joy stolen because you couldn't fake in front and people went to snatching your clothes off, got you butt naked on Front Street? Is that what stole your joy, girl? What was it, Robyn? Just tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody. What stole your joy, girl, if it ain't Juan's fault? Giselle say, well, it is though. It is, because all the commotion is about Juan. Robert talking about she don't care. This is just a pile on. This is cruel. And about to acting like she finna cry. She being victimized because people talking about they got her back. Hey, Leah, ain't nobody had no business having her back. You's a trifling, hypocritical, manly looking heifer. You always got so much to say about somebody else's relationship. You up here accusing Karen of cheating. Karen, you cheating, but you ain't got no proof, baby. Your man signed a whole hotel slip. Heavy on the hoe. Eh? So then Sharice was sharing about her situation and, basically letting her know, hey, it was a time, that some of them heifers that her man was messing with, that she really thought Eddie would never mess with nothing like that, but he definitely was. And she ended up crying and breaking down, and she was like, and I gave Eddie 1,000 passes and 1,000 excuses, and I stayed through all that, and he still one day just decided to get up and walk out on me. Hey, generous soul. And so that's real. That's real. You can sit up and play the fool if you want to, because while you playing the fool and being dumb, that same man that you got 150 passes for, and you could eat a link of his mess, and you can forgive him or anything, will mess around. And the minute he finds somebody that can do the stuff that you do for him, whatever it is that he wants from you, because it ain't romance. And that heifer younger than you, look better than you, she actually take a bath, Robyn, because we know you don't. He gonna walk out. Let him mess around and get an opportunity to get back that money that you squandered of his. And the next thing he gonna do is walk off. Matter of fact, I don't even think Juan gonna wait on no woman real life. All he waiting for is them boys to get out of school. Now, if he can get his money back for them boys get out of school, he gonna be right back to co-parenting from the doorway, like he was doing before when he told us she wasn't bathing. Better wake your silly tail up. So Sharice was like, I feel like, it's a denial vibe about this whole Canada situation. And she mentioned that crap that Robert said on Watch What Happens Live, and say she felt real bad for her with that. She was like, girl, I was sick for you with that one. Ashley was like, yeah, about Michael mess. And she was like, I can tell that you're not happy. And I done been through this and that. And she, detailed the situation with Michael taking somebody back to his room. And he took the bait and all that. And she was like, I feel like you want to protect Juan campaign, because that showed what it looked like to me. And you know what I think, y'all? I think Ashley's on to something with that protect Juan campaign, because for all we know, Juan could have told her, if them people go digging out all my dirt, I'm not filming with you no more. And that's just going to be what that is. Okay? So I think that's why Robert is so desperate to protect Juan from being drugged, because she know if he get to being drugged through mud and tarred and feathers and drawn and quartered, that the first thing he gonna do is say, I ain't Michael Darby, but watch this. So then Robert says that, you know, he wouldn't have made up no story that dumb. If he was gonna make up a story, he'd have made up a better story. And Giselle, all of them looking at her like, girl, this is hard to even back you up on. And she talking about, you know, and so Giselle was like, well, did y'all deal with it? We dealt with it. It's over. We dealt with it. So Giselle was like, if it happens again, are you gonna leave? Robert talking about yes, but she didn't even look like she was convinced herself. Then she talks about the whole Jamal thing, and then she says she had to put herself first, and I don't know. I'm like, whatever with that. The confessional, in her confessional, she says she don't believe that crap that Juan said about that hotel. Ashley says she ain't believe it. Sharice says she was in the basketball life. She know what the hell going on at them hotels. Sharice's confessional wig, Lord. Whew. I ain't gonna pick no fight with now another wig of Sharice's. I'm not. I'm calling the truce on all Sharice wigs. So then Robert talking about, well, we're gonna continue to live our lives and we don't care, you know, what anybody has to say. We're gonna live our lives. And she up there smirking and rolling her eyes. What the hell you rolling your eyes for? These the people that's your friends. Because the rest of us that don't like you, girl, we don't care what happened with you and that man. We don't. Me gonna throw the StreamYard in the chat. And then y'all, to me, the chef's kiss at the end was Giselle was like, you know, better things are gonna happen, better things are coming, because you know we ain't got nowhere to go but up. And then y'all, if y'all was watching, if you looked at that moment, Robert had the nerve to like, she glared at Giselle when Giselle said ain't nowhere to go but up. She shot her the dirtiest look. That look needed a cap full of bleach. It was so dirty. I say, why you shooting your friend dirty look? She say ain't nowhere to go but up. Hell, you at the bottom, heifer. You milling in the dirt. You's at the bottom. Somebody need to tell you the truth. You not riding on air. Everything is not cool. You look stupid as hell. Them people done already called Giselle out about dragging everybody else mess to the forefront but letting you slide. Giselle could not let you slide. She had to say something. So she decided to do it in the form of an intervention. And if you ask me, I think Giselle did that to try to save Robyn's job. Because Robyn wasn't going to have one without that little intervention that they just pulled. And probably what it... Are you there? Come off that mute button.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! I made it.
What's up? Tell us what you think about this foolishness.
It was an okay first episode. For one. I guess from least to most interesting, Mia and G. This just all of it don't make no sense. You want your $500,000, which also lets me know that like you most definitely were living a life you could not afford, because you're renting a house that was $10,000 and putting $60,000 and repairs. That's almost like a quarter of what you're at. That don't make no sense. And as you said, Mia, you came on the show saying you're the CEO. Now all of a sudden you're just the director, director of marketing. Those are two different things. Two different things.
Marketing director. The marketing director.
Yeah, those are two different things. You're a CEO, but he's retired, but then they voted him off. How are they voting someone off who's retired? It's just very
right.
It just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And she's trying to make it cute by like the whole, we went from 10,000 square feet to 1,500. And my closet now, I'm just like, girl, you have bigger problems. You have bigger problems. Why do you not own a piece of property? I'm not saying that rich people don't rent things. They most certainly do. But you would at least own at least one piece of property. What is happening in this home? And her pretending like she don't drink when girl, you drinking wine. Absolutely not.
Well,
Absolutely.
Can we be real? I don't think, but I think G the one with a problem. Mia ain't got no problem. Mia don't want to find a replacement. What problem she got?
Oh no, she has no problem. No, I was just laughing at her saying she's not drinking.
I'm just
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talking about I'm not drinking. And G was like, when you started that, and then the story she came up with, he was like, but you still got some wine. It's the same amount of alcohol. Just be lying. But my thing is, when her talking about, I feel like the whole scene was interesting to me because she was setting the scene She was setting the scene for why she finna leave with the other man. She think this is a game. That's all it is to her. You know, I went from 11,000 square feet to 1,500, and now like my closet, my old closet is my new living space. All that right there, that was for the new man, baby. That was for the new man, baby. And with that, I've had to make lifestyle changes. G talking about what is that? And he was being snappy with her. This must have been after he seen them phone records with her calling her man. Cheating in the next room. Making plans to meet him soon. I say, go, Mia, go. Talking
Yeah,
softly on the telephone. Some of y'all in the chat know about that. That's all right. She'll soon be gone. Go, Mia.
whisper and speak nothing.
G is an idiot. He deserved everything he got.
Yeah, no, I mean he's getting what he purchased, he's getting it. And the agreement of living has changed, so Mia's saying, I'm out. That's completely fine. What else? Ashley in this foolishness of this no divorce. She has been an up in everyone's
That's right. You
business.
got to look at
There's a delay on my end. I'm
that
so
girl
sorry.
married to be taken care of. That girl married to be taken care of. Okay, period, point blank. She spent her childhood couch surfing. Why the hell would she go back to living like that? And she done hold her way up and rode to the top on granddaddy's zipper. Now she supposed to go all the way back down. How? Mia, you better trade up, girl. Bump Gordon.
Bump him.
I'm rooting for her.
And then we got Ashley playing around with
I'm
divorce.
rooting for her. Child, they ain't getting no divorce. Didn't I tell y'all that last season? I
We
told
already
y'all.
discussed this. It was not happening.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
was not
people,
happening.
but remember, last season, people fell all into that kind, talking about some, oh, she ain't gonna get this and she ain't gonna get that. She ain't gonna get nothing because she not divorcing that man. She's staying right there.
Well, okay. I said I was one of the people who said she's not going to get anything, but I also said I don't believe this is real because the whole point is she also. I don't, from a perspective of like the way she talks about Michael and like the way she relates him to her father, I don't see her leaving him. And then also, we've already see how he cuts up when he kicked her out the first time. I just knew that was not happening. I just knew that was not happening. She likes being reliant on him, and that's fine. But then, girl, don't set yourself up talking about you single, independent, and strong. Meanwhile, you talking about he's paying the down payment and the nannies in the house. Girl, no, no.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but that's what she did. Talked all that stuff and, tried to play in Candace's face. And, oh, I would have had a house in my name by 30. Well, girl, how old are you and this house is in granddaddy's name?
Girl,
How old are
in
you?
an LLC, you supposedly hadn't seen really. Away. So that was that.
And then
The
she sat there and talked about something she ain't in no hurry to get his name off it. Because you can't.
Well, yeah, because I'm just like, ma'am, you also told us he's in an LLC, so how would you be rushing to get him off of a business? No, let alone a house. But a house and a business name? No.
Child. Ashley don't be doing nothing but lying. She another one that be stunting and putting on. She ain't leaving that man. She ain't leaving that man.
Ugh. You said, what did you say? Connecting
And
the
if
liver
anybody
spots.
believed her at all, yeah, if anybody believed her at all, they shouldn't have believed her after last season. After we all saw how upset she got by Candace, putting him on Front Street by getting out her bed to go over there and crawl in the bed with somebody else. Mm-hmm. And what did you think about hearing that her and Michael was down there in the Bahamas, as she said, co-parenting? Oh, Kai must have dropped, child. She'll come back. But let me see what y'all talking about. Yolanda say Ashley gonna drag that storyline with Crocodile Dickie D as long as she can remain on RHOP. She's showcasing new breasts. Child, she better showcase something.
Oh, okay. I had to switch my Wi-Fi because you were lagging on me. I don't know what was happening. Them breasts she should have never done because they do not fit her frame. They are too hard for how hard her body already is. She should have not done that. I don't like. If she loves, great, but personally, me don't like it. We have what Robin. I'm sorry, Giselle and this boy from Winter House, who is on this show because he is no longer on Winter House. So the last time he was on a Bravo show, he acted up about his one night stand getting, going to the baby heaven center. Um, he don't be hanging
Oh,
out like
really?
yes, yes. The girl had or she had like I think no. Sorry. She didn't go to the she had like a terrible miscarriage. It was the one night stand she had a terrible miscarriage. And he acted a fool because he like wasn't the first one to know, even though it's like a one night stand. He was very bizarre man. Very bizarre man. Especially he don't
Mm.
hang out with black people like that. All the girls when he was on that show were either like white
Girl,
or
I
Asian.
believe that. He said then. You ain't got to tell me he ain't been around no black. He said then. I was ready to rip his throat out. Then.
Yeah,
Then.
so and because I don't want to be like, oh, Giselle, I just can't really see Giselle having this man in the house with her children, but I'm like, but also she played around with Jamal again with the kids, so I don't really know. It's just weird. And
Yeah, I
to
could see
me,
her having him around because she ain't gonna let. She for one, she's never gonna let him be alone anywhere around her children. That don't seem to be on brand for her. Like, so she gonna protect her kids from. Like, they're not gonna be in any danger. However, that man and Giselle ain't got nothing going on. There was nobody's chemistry there. There was nobody,
yes.
nothing there. There was nothing at all. Ain't nothing to see here.
And so to me,
Like,
I don't
literally
know
nothing to see there.
is it better to be like this is for a storyline or this is real and y'all just have you have negative zero, negative one, negative two, three, four, 10 times 10 chemistry, and this is what's happening. Because it was so painfully
Mm-mm.
cringe. So painfully
Cringy.
cringe. Ugh.
Oh my God.
So
It
cringy,
was
so cringy.
cringy. And I really felt bad for, honestly, I felt bad for him until he said then. That did it for me. I was done. I don't care what
Then
happens to him.
set
Now I
you
hope
off.
Giselle get it. It set me off. It set you a full grown man talking about then. Hey,
And then
somebody
I
should
guess
skin him alive.
and then we had what? We had Karen, Wendy, and Candace meeting up. They all looked cute.
Mhm. They were
Um,
adorable
uh,
now.
yeah, they looked really cute. They looked real cute. So nothing really happened. I mean, they were just like talking about like Robin in general. Nothing really there much. As you said, Candace and Christine, nothing really there much. She doing her thing. Regardless of how you feel about her music, I do enjoy because remember I like watch a lot of the housewives. I do enjoy watching a housewife like doing what she wants to do. So go ahead, do what you
I'm
want to
glad
do.
that she's doing it. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that she's chasing her dream. I just don't want to have to see it.
I know.
That's
That's what
all.
I said I'm moving along. I'm moving along.
I'm supportive. I'm supportive. Do your thing. Be happy. I just, long as I never have to watch it.
Oh God. Okay. And then we have
She's
obviously the piece
she's
of
not
his
the
song.
worst. It's just the fact that you're not a singer. You whisper, and I don't like them whisper girls. I don't like the whisper girls.
You don't like Whisper Girls?
No, if you can't sing, just stay away from the microphone. Stop whispering.
And then okay. Obviously I skipped like we opened with Robin and Juan. And someone was saying
Mm-hmm.
that like this is like the most we've seen him talk in one
Mm-hmm.
go the entire time Robin has been on the show. And they are absolutely right. I
Yeah.
have never seen that man talk as long as he had in this scene. And as a lot of people have said, it's like Robin knew she had to have this scene. And I guess because Juan is like, oh, well, I lost my job, and this is the thing we have, so I finally have to do something. I have to do something. I
Yeah.
have to give her the scene. That's what it felt like. It just felt I'm just it's
He
painful. 'Cause
he acted like he was put upon. Like, okay, well, I mean, if I have to, that's how he came across.
yes, and some Robinettes, whatever they want to call themselves, are like, I don't know why Candace was so upset and da da da. And I'm just like, fast forwarding to how apparently no, not how Robyn and Giselle are going off on their podcast, the Patreon, about, oh, I've seen enough and this is true and this is real. And then we're going to you're saying all this, and then we're going to watch how you behave and how you respond to people having questions about how you believe this man and how you're saying, well, he knows it's a crazy story, so he knows it can't be a lie because the story just sounds stupid. Ma'am,
Right.
you went through all of this. You had this little friend intervention about, come on, girl, which I think it was good for the show because it did to me show them being friends, even though I always find it weird that to me we on the show we never really saw Robyn and Ashley actually come together and form a friendship. And if you kind of like follow things offline, you see Ashley, Robyn, and Giselle hanging out, and you see Ashley and Giselle hanging out. You really never see Ashley and Robyn hanging out. So
Because they
that
don't
part to
have
me
no
is,
relationship.
yes,
This the same
it's
girl that
all from
Robyn
Giselle.
wanted to beat up in her own. This the same girl Robyn wanted to try to fight in her own restaurant. They ain't no friends like that.
Yeah, they're not friends like that. So that's the only part. Like, I think the conversation was well and everything like that, but still, I still like, because I remember these things. I'm just like, eh. I was gonna say something. What I was gonna say? It's just it really is wild watching them having this gusto about, this Tasha K rumor, all kind of stuff. Meanwhile, we're gonna watch you on television say it's not Juan's fault. It's not Juan's fault. Like, Juan isn't the man who left your home in the middle of the pandemic. And like, I was just like, and I'm happy everyone in the scene at least tweaked their head a bit, because I'm just like, man, this is foolishness. This is foolishness. If it's not Juan,
looking at her like you crazy.
Because I'm just like, no one else paid this, the whole. It's just wild watching her be like, that's what happened. I'm like, ma'am, so you're saying you all have had been in financial disaster, and you have gotten back on your feet, and what he decides to do is go and put a hotel of a woman he does not know in his name on his card.
Because she go with a Ravens player that he don't know, but when she got in trouble, she didn't call the Ravens player that he don't know. She called him.
And then you watch her try to conflate people, believing the what Canadian girl story, and then like the story with the coach and all that kind of stuff. And I do know Ashley, being her messy self, she's like, to me those are two distinct things, because the fact of the matter is, this is where we don't believe the story you're telling us, but okay, with the Canadian woman. And then she's like, the block is hot, and he don't understand. And to me, I think I was thinking about this either while I was watching the show, listening to you and other people. Robyn is like, oh, he knows it's hot and da-da-da. I'm like, regardless of like if you don't know Juan, but Juan is generally well known in that area. So the idea that Juan doesn't understand the spotlight, and that like he doesn't understand why he can't live his normal life, is utterly wild. He know
what it is. He don't care. We keep seeing him tell her he don't care.
I'm like, this is someone.
You heard her say, well, he said he don't care. He said he doesn't care. We know, baby. We know.
And I'm also over Robyn trying to act like she doesn't care when we've seen her care a lot. Robyn cares a lot. We've seen her lose her cool, food flying in her mouth, popping up on people's. Robyn cares. And to me, I'm like, girl, pick yourself up, because there is nothing worse than you resigning yourself to act like nothing bothers you because you are so afraid to feel.
I don't think that's what it is.
I
think you know what I think it is, baby. I think what it is that she's embarrassed, so she got to pretend not to be embarrassed, and she letting y'all think it's about him hurting her feelings with this relationship. She know that's not her man. That's not her issue. Her issue is she's gonna be embarrassed because everybody done said that man don't want her. That's the part. That's the problem she got. She's trying to get past that embarrassment. Her feelings ain't hurt by Juan winning. Hell, I don't think so. How your feelings gonna be hurt when you know that's not your man? Yep, Brown Style say Juan was messing with that girl and Big Robbo knows it. I guess think that girl about her saying that Juan wanted her to service his friend. Oh yeah, I definitely believe her about that. I believe he tried to bring his friend into the hotel for the homie to get some, and the girl was like, no, I agreed to screw you, not you and your friend. So you think she embarrassed because she let it go on so long? Nah, I think she embarrassed because she been pretending to be gone with that man so long, and we know she don't go with him. That's what I think it is. Kyle, you must have got a phone call. You on a call? She must be. But yeah, that's what I think this is about, y'all. I think Robyn is embarrassed. And that's what happens when you tell lies. You open yourself up to be embarrassed. She should have thought this over. I don't think she thought it over well at all.
Well, see, I'm back. To me
Okay.
personally, I think it's the same thing of like a feeling like you don't want if you really if she really took a moment to try to stop acting tough, then she would feel the weight of the embarrassment because the situation is utterly embarrassing. You went and watched What Happened Live and repeated that story, and everyone looked at you like you were crazy. I
But see, but
and
this what you're
then
not getting, right?
mhm,
She would, but Kai, she would rather y'all think that she being a fool for him than to admit that they don't really go together. She would rather that. She'll rather y'all call her a
and
fool
to
all
me
day
that's
than to
because
just call it what it is. Y'all don't go together. I'm serious.
I
That's what this is
it's
about.
true.
She would rather go down with the ship and let y'all pick at her all day and say how dumb she is than to admit that that man do not go with her. Because we still ain't seen the marriage license.
And we have a newcomer, but I also want people to stop
Hey,
pretending like they don't
Lauren.
understand. Yeah, hi Lauren.
Hey,
Um, People to stop pretending like they don't understand why some of her castmates would be upset with her. Because we are not going to pretend that her whole storyline last season was her marriage to Juan, the prenup, and wanted an infidelity clause in the prenup, and everyone questioning why she was dragging her feet on this quote unquote wedding or getting officially married. That was your entire
Mm-hmm.
storyline last season. So this idea that you all handled it 5 months before the season aired is crazy because you start the season off going to the lawyer talking about a prenup and infidelity clause and talking to him about that kind of stuff, and he says, "Oh, he literally off his mouth says, oh, well, we don't have to worry about that." Not if you were just in a hotel room for 1 5 months ago. We do no.
Right. And people saying things like, well, you think he's gonna cheat or whatever. It's like, girl, you obviously thought so if that was real. My thing is just like, stop playing. I'm tired of them manufacturing storylines on Bravo. She just got caught at it.
Yeah.
She got caught. Lauren, what you think, girl?
hey. I've been listening and I literally
Hey.
agree wholeheartedly with the fact that Robyn has egg on her face and she just cannot bring herself to say that, hey, we got remarried because I'm trying to stay on the show. I'm trying to keep my storyline alive. Robyn knows, even during that sit down with Giselle and the last scene, the way Robyn was just sitting there
Mm-hmm.
and just looking, she knows that what she's saying sounds ridiculous, and she knows that she can't just come out and
Yep.
say,
She
"Can
mad
you
at them
guys
for
leave me
asking.
alone?" Like I wish like she would just say, "Hey, can you guys leave me alone? We all know that this is for a storyline," but of course she can't say that.
Right. So now let me ask both of y'all this. Lauren, you first. Do you
Mhm.
believe that Giselle set up this whole scene to try to save Robyn's job? Because I think so.
Yes, they knew that they had to clean up the mess that Robyn and Juan made, and they had to sort of try to figure out a way to start this season off with a pseudo clean plate so that people didn't have an opportunity to keep nagging at her throughout the whole season. But I do think that her efforts were futile because we all know that this is ridiculous. We know that Robyn and Juan, I don't know what their arrangement is. I don't know if it's that Robyn has severely low self esteem and is just, or whatever, maybe it's the financial situation that is causing them to keep this story going or keep this quote unquote relationship going, people are seeing through it. So the whole sit down, it was for naught, especially when you're having to sit down with everyone who is basically, I think you were saying like team A, team B, everyone who's on team A. There's no real pushback. So it's just like it was useless to me. And I think that they definitely failed in their efforts to clean up her image.
Yep, they tried to save her. I feel like Giselle was like, okay, friend, you got to talk about this in front of the camera. You can't duck and dodge it because that's what they're going to use to bam you over the head. I do agree. It's not going to work at all because Karen them wasn't there and they still want they bite at the apple because Robyn them ran her mouth playing high and mighty, talking about everybody else's business. Ain't nobody going to let her slide because you talk with her at the bottom of that rickety driveway. They still going to want a pound of flesh.
Exactly.
You know,
and
I'm
I
right.
completely forgot. I completely forgot that at the reunion that Robyn had gone at Candace saying that whole thing about it looks bad for a married man to be in a hotel with another woman. I was honest,
With a
my
woman.
jaw dropped. I was like, you were really saying this and you knew in your heart of hearts what was going on in your own house? Like, Robyn is actually crazy.
Robyn is
there's
a
something
scumbag.
wrong. There's something wrong.
She is a scumbag.
It's just
she is
insane.
a pure scumbag. Which is why I ain't never liked her. Never.
I still don't know how she got on this show.
Sharice, Big Reese got her on there.
Because I'm like, I think back to the inception of the franchise, and I know it was like supposed to be this Jack and Jill thing. I'm like, Robyn was involved in Jack and Jill? Like, what?
You gotta remember, it's about who you know. She was friends with Sharice. Remember, Sharice was the coach's wife. She was the player's wife.
That's true. That is true.
Sharice literally got everybody on that show that was there except Karen, and that's why they so mad with Karen, because Karen was able to get on through her own connections, and she ain't needed Big Reese for nothing. That's why they still pissy right now. Real pissy, like a pamper.
A mess. And I also think, just touching on Sharice, did we ever see Sharice and Giselle make up on camera? Because when Sharice left, they were not on good terms.
At all.
And it's just like so weird that now they have this strong alliance again. I don't understand.
Well, they were doing stuff.
Because the enemy of your enemy is your friend. That's how deep the hate can go. And I felt like the hate was so deep last season, they were trying to force Karen to beef with this girl. Like, it's not going to happen, honey.
A mess. This whole show, literally, this whole show is a mess. Like, I don't know if it's a matter of reviving, the production or what, but I just, and then from what I've seen from NECA, I'm just disappointed in
Lauren,
my fellow Nigerian girl.
I was just I was like, oh, I forgot to bring that up. The preview, and I said, we are not about to do this. You are not about to do this. You cannot be serious.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Disgusted.
I can't.
I'm just like, really? So you were, which I'm like, Ashley, did you set this up? Or NECA, this is what we're like. Ashley's gonna sit Winnie down, tell me, oh, we talked about you. I'm like,
that preview really? Pissed me off.
Lauren, thank you for bringing it up because I completely forgot. I was like,
I was gonna mention that too with them trying to bring back that whole Osu. With them trying to bring back that whole Osu narrative, and it was like, I'm not being ugly, but when you're not a part of a culture, I don't even care what you heard. How dare you be repeating stuff and trying to turn it into gossip? How dare you? Because if we're going to be honest, if you're here in this country, honey, you don't. But hold on, if you're here in this country and you're found and you're, how do they say ADOS? You wouldn't know if your family was Osu. You would know if your family was Omapata, you wouldn't know anything. Like, what the hell would you know about it?
Mm-hmm.
So for them to try to circle back around, they tried to do this the first season that lady was on the show. And I didn't even like Wendy then, and even I found it offensive then. Like, stop it. Don't try to have whole conversations about a caste system. Furthermore, asking Neka just because you can say, okay, Neka is Igbo, what the hell does that have to do with her knowing whether this girl's family is Osu or not? First of all, y'all are not from the same state. You're not from the same local government area, the same village, nothing. So you haven't made any findings on her family to find out if her family is Osu. You got a lot of nerve to even be talking something like that. But it goes to what I said when I first saw, her comments calling Wendy's mama a witch. I thought that was disgusting. Is that they went and found a pick-me that's willing to like make mockery of your own culture and attack one of your own sisters because some people want to say xenophobic stuff and they know they can't get away with it. So they brought you there to say it. They are disgusting.
Honestly, that's why I was talking about production earlier. I'm like, who approved this? Well, one, production, who approved this, and then back to NECA, like, where's your self-respect?
Girl, right?
She don't have none. She don't have none. Just like we have black people here, in this country that will sit up with clear people and say derogatory things about other black people to give them a pass to do it. That's exactly what she's doing. I'm going to sit up here with you and I'm going to say all of the derogatory stuff for you so that way you can talk about it and get a pass because I said it and you didn't. And that is disgusting. She should be ashamed of herself.
Honestly.
Literally, I'm over her. She ain't even hit the screen yet and I'm over her.
No, seriously. Like, I was just like, why? I don't understand. I don't know if maybe it's just the desire to be on television just really warps people's thinking, but it's just like you think you're being so cool and you're in with the
in
whatever,
crowd.
right. And you don't even realize that by you trying to play Wendy, you're playing yourself. You're just spewing this xenophobic rhetoric, not realizing that you're also a part of that. It's just very stupid.
But the thing is, it's like, but okay. So there's a certain element that American viewers may not quite catch. And I called it off the rip. Okay. We deal with more racism and colorism over here. You find more classism in that demographic. And I think for her, it's a class thing. I've got more money. I come from money. You're not my class. So I think she feels comfortable to drag Wendy. And in her mind, everybody can see the difference between me and her. But what she don't realize is you're dealing with American blacks and American non-blacks and, clear adjacents and whatever. They don't see you as different from Wendy, honey. They literally got you there because they feel like you and Wendy are the same. So it's like she can deal with her classism and feel as though she's not on my level. She's not my class. You may feel that way, but that don't exist in the US like that. It doesn't. And she might want to step up to the learning curve because them same chicks that she's over there cooning and clowning for, they're going to get her next. Yes. And some of that same xenophobic rhetoric that she's spitting at Wendy, they're going to flip it on her. And see, I'm not, I'm disgusted by NECA, but I also feel like Wendy brought a lot of this on herself because she came on the show doing a lot of the same stuff. Not the xenophobia, but definitely kissing Giselle and them behind, doing dirty work. Like, okay, I'm dark like her, I'm going to go after her, that type stuff. It's like, it never works out. It never works out. I think Wendy learned her lesson, and unfortunately, NECA is going to have to learn hers too. She is disgusting.
I definitely hear that, that like NECA coming from that class difference perspective. I think that is definitely a very Nigerian tactic, and she really does not realize that you were brought in as the Nigerian girl to go against the other Nigerian girl.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you're saying xenophobic stuff for these people, but not realizing the fact that they have these ideas and that's their mindset, They see you the same as her. They do not see a difference in your class. It's the same thing when clear people are looking at black people. They see the project baby and a girl like me that comes from a regular middle class home. They see us the same. And that's what she needs to understand. People like Giselle and Robert, they don't see you as, oh, well, you're the better class of Igbo girl. No, darling. They see you as the same. And that's what happens when you deal with people who don't have an appreciation for who you are, where you come from, or anything. They just basically want to use you to achieve a goal.
Actually.
And it's quite embarrassing that she's stupid enough to be going along with that.
And then for her to come in as Ashley's dark-skinned friend to fight off those colorist accusations, like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. The fact that you would let somebody use you like that is embarrassing. Quite embarrassing.
I know, it really is. It really is. Because I feel myself arguing to be hot about that next week about what is this nonsense. And you're going to roll that into her, like, having a shrine. I'm like, this is what you came on the show to do?
That's so disgusting. That's so disgusting. Mind you, one has nothing to do with the other. Nothing at all.
No, it doesn't.
And like, if we're being honest, most people don't even like observe that whole outcast crap anymore anyway. Like ancient times, anybody? But
That's
it's
why
just
I
the
was
idea.
so
It's
confused
just
why
disgusting.
that was even a thing. I'm like, I'm not Igbo, but like my Igbo friends that have like gotten married, I've never heard anybody bring any of this up. I'm just like, well, where?
Well, to be honest, like if we're being fair, you wouldn't. But it's just the idea. Like, come on, how old are we again? Like, your old auntie and grandma might have something to say about it, but Neka and Wendy are not even. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not even that age group to be all caught up in that garbage.
No.
Like, I'm not even having that conversation with anybody because I don't know. I just find it disgusting and distasteful.
And then even the way she's talking about her
father.
father.
When the girl first,
oh, my daddy's a rich bee, and he raised me to be rich bee, and then you care about no.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you talk like that, you don't care about that stuff. You might be classist in the sense of like, oh, I have better money or whatever. But I'm also kind of like, that's still weird to me because because even Giselle's like, oh, she comes for real Nigerian royalty money. I'm like, Winnie never came on here proclaiming to be Nigerian royalty. She just came on here being Nigerian. Her education was important to her, but she never claimed to be the richest one, and she never claimed to be from royalty. So what is this weird beef we're now?
Real, like she never said she was from anybody's royal family. Like, where did y'all get that from?
She's proud of her heritage.
The only thing that we heard was that her mom had a chieftaincy title, and that is not that deep.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, honey. That ain't got nothing to do with royalty.
Right.
Stop the crap.
And then I do also catch
the idea that Giselle and them are just that disgusting, but just that comment alone lets you know what Giselle and Robert's aims are. Namely, Giselle, her aim is, I want somebody that can kind of put you in your place.
I do also catch Giselle giving these she did it I don't know if it was last season or maybe season prior when Wendy had like gone off on her, but she was it was when Wendy and I think Karen were going at each other with a candle situation, and Giselle was like, Wendy, you don't have any money. I'm like, why? I don't these like random financial digs at Wendy, and I'm like, is Giselle wealthy to be trying to talk down on anybody?
No. That's exactly why Ashley said that Hotel Giselle is always under construction. She's in a she shed in the woods where you can break your neck, crack your ankle, or break your back in 3 places. No.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up because it made no sense.
She's disgusting, and it's like you trying to call her broke, but she's living just fine.
Right.
Her husband is a whole lawyer. She's a whole PhD, a professor, and a political commentator. That sister getting her bread. And thanks to my good sis Alita, I have a whole Slither t-shirt. So she making money off that Slither right now.
You still that t-shirt?
As we speak.
Yeah, so
Yep, I
yeah,
got me a
that's
Slither
briefing
t-shirt.
us. We see, Giselle already having this set up, and obviously her psychic Ashley's there. And some people are just kind of like, why are they going for Robyn? Ashley, it's a private too, and I think Robyn plays, very much so a bodyguard towards Giselle. Why I feel like Ashley's more in the background being messy, and every once in a while she shows her slip. But Robyn's the idiot when you're talking to Giselle. What are you talking about? And then starting to pound parts she should not be pounding and all kinds of other stuff. Doing the most when Giselle gets caught up in a moment. Meanwhile, Ashley's the one who'll pull you to the side and ask you a question one on one. Those kinds of things where you still catch her, but it doesn't feel like a part of the larger plot. Even more so, like when you're trying to address the person you have an issue with, she's not always stepping in. And we all know how much I don't like Ashley, but that's why Robyn gets caught up. Every time you are trying to like Robyn, I think she doesn't realize one of the breaking points is that you sat your behind up on the reunion saying, can we all agree a married man should not be in a woman's hotel room? Excuse
me?
Can we all agree?
So I feel like her fans and her, she doesn't understand how she really sets herself up to always be caught up with Giselle, even though sometimes she may be not always on the up and up of the plot. Because I feel like Ashley's more of a buddy in Giselle and her being her mess. But Robyn always gets caught up when Giselle is being confronted.
And she's always just too aggressive.
In all fairness,
yes, she's very loud with it.
But this is the thing. She's the only one on that cast, aside from Mia, that's got the wingspan and the width, the back width to be security. She's got the back.
I honestly never realized it early on, but in the recent seasons, it's just like, what did Juan see in her? I'm not understanding.
Juan likes yellow men.
I just like, what type of romance is this?
Wait, okay. And then let's talk about how they were trying to
you saw the girl he was at the laundromat and the nail shop with. He likes yellow men.
Oh man.
I really did not like they were trying to talk about the woman's looks of oh, did you see her at the hotel? Oh, I would not hit that. Sir, you left your home to go pay for the hotel, so why would you not sleep with her?
Right?
You left your home. So now we want to play about looks, people's looks and all that kind of stuff, about why you would not sleep with a woman at the hotel room, but the no, sir.
First of all, you can't mention looks to me when you got babies with Robert Dixon. You got babies with a woman that look like a middle-aged white dude. You are not going to talk to me about no looks. No, sir, you will not. No, you will not.
And it was them really having this conversation, trying to convince us that what they were saying makes sense. And when Juan was like, oh, I'm just a nice guy, I literally laughed out loud. Like, Juan, who we literally seen curse out his wife on national television talking about, oh,
but he's a nice guy, though. He's nice.
Wait, why did she set herself up like that? Because now everyone's saying, so Juan's a nice guy, but we've never seen him be nice to you. I said, oh, y'all are hurtful tonight.
I mean, literally, we've never.
Listen, this man, was I the only one watching? Was I the only one watching when he slammed that door and almost took her arm off and drove off? Or was I the only one watching last season when she called him for him to comfort her and reassure her, and he darn near cursed her out and got her off that phone? Is this not the same man that made her piss? Is this not the same man that made her piss? Is this not the same man that made her piss in a bottle? I'm just asking.
I don't know.
But he's a nice guy.
I don't know any nice husband who has his wife and children taking cold showers. I don't know any nice husband.
What I'm gonna tell you is this: Daddy better not never be nice like that to me. Better not never.
A mess.
Mm-mm.
Can't.
No, ma'am. Matter of fact, I ain't never had no man be nice to me like that.
Oh my goodness. But what you were saying earlier about Juan having a child, I honestly believe he has a child somewhere in like Europe when he was like playing overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I
believe
wholeheartedly believe that. Because
it's
there's
a child
something
somewhere, and
that
I don't know why I feel that way.
no, honestly, it feels like Juan and Robyn are desperately trying to conceal something.
Yep.
Either it's a mixture of their marriage being a sham, or that there is some deep, dark secret. Like, because I don't know any sane woman who just drags along a man who is literally like the cause of her demise. Even like the most lowest, even the woman with like the most low self-esteem, some inkling would say, okay, maybe it's time for me to leave. There is something that they are trying to keep hidden from everyone, even their family. And I believe it's a child.
I'm telling you, something tells me there's a baby somewhere. And I feel like that's the mama in me. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know how your moms are. I'm a mom now. I'm an old mama. We have intuition, and something in my bones is telling me Juan got a baby out there. He do. And I believe Robyn know everything about it. I can't prove it, but I believe it.
I would
People
really just
have
hate my
to.
life to be so hinged on someone like this and have to be like, girl, release yourself.
Mm.
Look,
Both of them.
y'all, Dr. J got my back. She say, don't do it, Daddy. I have to fly sis to another country. That's right, sis. Don't you let him be nice to me like that. No, I don't want none of that Juan treatment.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-mm.
It's like they're just both sitting there torturing themselves with each other. I'm like, ugh.
Literally. Literally. Like every
Mm-hmm.
time Juan is talking to her, I don't see love. I don't even see friendship.
Nope. Nope.
Hmm.
He always looks annoyed.
Like, oh my goodness. And it's like, it's one thing to just be annoyed that, okay, we're on camera, but no, he's repulsed by Robyn.
Well, in his
I
defense,
really.
he say the girl don't like the babe now.
Jesus.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Can't.
It reminds me on
What did
Family
he
Guy, the
say?
cartoon. Every time the daughter talk, everybody be like, "Shut up, Meg." That's her.
Oh my goodness.
What did he say?
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 or whatever? Like, oh, I wanna be in love and da da da. But looking for the kids. I said, oh,
Yep.
I remember he said that unprovoked too. He was literally just having a conversation with the producer and was basically like, I don't love her. Like, this man hates her. This man hates her.
He can't even hold it.
Like, it's honestly laughable. Like that confession just came out unprovoked. He's just like, I just want to be in love. Like, what? And you really remarried him? Oh my goodness.
Girl, not only remarried him, you remarried a man who proposed with a marcasite ring.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry, not marcasite, morganite. He proposed with a morganite ring. Never forget that.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Well, y'all, that took up me. That's all they gave me. I don't know how we're gonna make it Y'all talk about BravoCon.
What
Why
was
them
that?
people booed Robyn?
I saw that.
Because she
Oh
got
my
up there
goodness.
speaking that foolishness.
Mm-mm-mm. Like, Robyn, what are you
It was
doing?
embarrassing.
Right. Again, she wants to pretend like she don't care, but girl, you are a magnet for embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
And it wasn't even like playful booing. Like, these people were really booing her. Like, girl, you were going out sad.
And what about Karen talking about my husband wasn't signing no hotel receipts? I said, Karen.
Yeah, she was quick with that one.
Karen.
Oh
I
my
was sitting there like,
goodness.
well, I never. Karen. Mm-mm. And Candace I think Candace held her own too. And I kind of like the way she responded. She didn't go too heavy with the reporter, but she was like, I think the fans already debunked that. And that was true. The fans had debunked it before she ever said a word. You know, with that lady with the deep,
Yeah.
with those deep
Yeah.
slashes in her neck.
That
told a story about the
deep
chicken.
slashes. Oh my god. I
Oh,
might have
she
not
did
caught
have
all the
deep
live.
slashes
I might
in
not
her
have caught it live, but I heard it in the replay. Even the slashes and the note and the page turnings and stuff.
a mess.
Well, look, it's not my fault that lady had deep slashes in her neck fat. And I feel like Giselle picked her on purpose because she trying to prove that Chris like neck rings. That's all that was about. It was like, see, he do like neck rings. Look at her neck rings, you know?
Okay.
She
Okay.
was trying to
Oh
prove.
my goodness.
Yeah, no, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just. Because I know we gotta go soon, but I'm just like, I need people to stop pretending like Giselle and Robyn don't care. They're not on social media. These people have a whole podcast where they talk about people and have then not only have a
Right.
podcast, have a Patreon for the podcast where they further talk about people. And then
Right.
they are the main ones every season bring up, well, I saw this in the blog. Oh, I saw this on Instagram. I saw this on Twitter. I saw it in the blogs and the blogs here. So this idea that they like just don't pay attention to social media and they like, really just don't care. I'm just like, they talked about Kenneth and Chris on the Patreon of their podcast. What are you people saying?
Obsession. Mm-hmm. It's a mess. Girl, and y'all, Marlo tickled me too. Marlo talking about when they asked her about a recast, she's like, yeah, get rid of the mean girls and the girls who pass out fake subpoenas. I said, oh God. Not the fake subpoenas.
Yeah.
I said, boy, BravoCon was lit this year.
I haven't been able to see everything, but yeah, it seems like it was a fun time.
Like, it was interesting. I would have never went, but it was interesting. Then they had one of them new girls from New Jersey. She had her booth over there to sell her bougie kid stuff. Them clothes looked like stuff from Family Dollar, and that booth was empty. Wasn't nobody over there.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty bad. I said, wow,
Yeah.
BravoCon got some scandalous stuff happening this year.
Oh.
But Robyn won. Out of the most scandalous and horrible things I've seen, Robyn won the whole thing with people booing her.
No, that
Oh, the
booing
whole thing?
was a mess. And it's like, my thing is,
That was the worst.
I would have respect for Robyn if she just came out and was like, you know what, he cheated on me. But the fact that she's really standing 10 toes in this story that makes no sense,
Unless
I just,
you know the type of person she is. It's like, I'm lying. I can know that you know I'm lying, and I'm going to keep lying.
like, that is
Even if I know you
crazy.
know, I'm just going to keep lying. That's scary.
Yes.
It really is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
That is wild, y'all.
But I mean, hey, she has her man, I guess.
I don't want to ever be in a
Oh,
place to want a man that bad. Jesus.
okay.
What man?
Oh man.
A man that won't even look at you? You
Mm.
have him to do what exactly? Yell at you, curse at you, drive off on you, roll his eyes at you. What do you have him to do?
Mm. Mess. Just a mess. Like, girl.
Like I said, she got to get over
I
this
just want somebody.
embarrassment.
I just want someone to look at Robyn and just ask, girl, what are you doing?
Giselle and them tried to do that. You saw what she did. Got mad. Sat over there huffing and puffing.
I
Looking
would
like
say
a
her
pale
and
grape.
Ron have the same temperament. They literally like will slip into a roid rage in the blink of an eye. Maybe that's what keeps them together.
But she's only doing that because she's acting like that because that man keep being hostile with her. So she try to take it out on other people.
Mm.
I don't think she want to act like that. I think she's doing that because that man keep being hostile with her. And she knows she can't get hostile with him, so she got to take it out on other people. She don't have no other options. Because she yell at him, he liable to slam a door in her face and just drive off. We see what he do.
Oh my
Let
gosh.
Robyn raise her voice at Juan. Raise her voice at Juan if she wants to. See what happens.
Mm.
He gonna pack his little duffel bag and roll.
Man. Just going outside. Like, why, Robyn? Why?
Because
And
she's not a
it's like,
good person. That's what happens when you're not a good person. It's always somebody out there worse than you, and you're gonna run into that person. And unfortunately for her, he's that person for her. He is the bad guy for her.
a mess.
Like I said, if she wasn't so nasty, I would feel bad for her.
And like Robyn comes from a good home too. Like, wasn't her dad like a eye doctor or something?
A dentist, I think, wasn't he?
I was
But
like,
the thing is, her mama seemed like a cool lady. She just ain't no good. And the bottom line is, you can have good parents and be trifling.
true. That is true.
My parents were the bomb, and I got a sister that turned into a whole junkie. It don't mean nothing.
It's like, my goodness. Like, I don't understand.
Honey, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to find out what his child at, because I feel like that's the only thing left for us to find out. I just want to know who got the baby. Where the baby at?
Because I do
And is this the older
remember.
child or is this the brand new one?
I don't remember if this was the first season or the second season, but I remember like Ashley bringing up the fact that he had like a girlfriend or fiance when he was playing overseas or
Yes, the
something
love of
like
his
that.
life.
Yes, I'm just like, oh, wow.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's something going on. This could be an older child or it could be a brand new one. I don't know.
I mean, he did say he wanted a daughter, so maybe he was working on it without Robyn.
Could have been. Or it could have been he got them boys with her. Maybe he got a boy with somebody else. Maybe all he can make is boys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I can't call it. So look, we have flogged and over flogged this horse. Do y'all have any final thoughts before we jump off here?
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
Because
listening.
not.
my blood pressure still, because honestly, my blood pressure still has not gone down since the after Dubai Din.
Oh
I
my
need a minute
goodness.
to get my life together.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Din.
Mm. Mm.
After Dubai Din. Jesus. Final thoughts, ladies. What y'all think about this episode? How you rate it from a 1 to 10? Was it worth your time? Do you recommend anybody else sit through this?
I give it. I honestly was watching it as I was just getting ready for work, getting myself ready for work tomorrow. So it made good background noise. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a 4, 5.
Oh,
But I just,
golly.
I don't know. I just, what the nonsense that was being spewed, and then just the preview, I was very irritated. Um, I don't know. I just plan on watching this for Wendy's healthy family with her husband and their children, and then Candace to
Yes.
pop in every now and then. But other than that, I honestly could have watched clips on Instagram and gotten the synopsis of the episode.
And been just fine. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So do you plan to watch next week? What you gonna do?
I think it might just be again my nighttime routine background noise to set up my Monday. Actually, I'm gonna be traveling for work next week, so I don't
Okay.
even know. I might just stick to clips next week and then watch your recap.
Hello.
Okay. Kai, what you rate this episode on a 1 to 10?
I would also give it a 4.
Hey, Ashley. Kai, what
Hi,
you rate the
Auntie.
episode on 1 to 10?
I said
You
a
gonna give it a
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, they
Okay.
gave too many.
Okay.
They need to
So
stop with
was
tactical
it worth
clips.
the watch? I'm saying like
Mm,
oh.
I
Mm.
saw a good chunk of
So are
it.
you watching again next week? I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna watch it again. But they need to. It wasn't wowing as it should have been for a first episode.
I think so too. Ashley, I know you came in right when we were about to leave. What do you rate this episode between 1 and 10? What do you give it?
I haven't watched this, so I feel like I can't rate it yet. But I'm coming in so late. I'm so sorry because I know you wanted to go to bed, everyone. But going off
Yeah,
of
because
what
no,
Lauren
no,
had
not
asked,
want
she
to go to
was
bed.
wondering.
I'm finna go because I ain't been able to eat. I ain't got no car keys. I can't even go get nothing to eat, and I'm not cooking. So I'm definitely getting off. But what's your thoughts about the episode or what you heard about it? Give it to me. Final thoughts.
No, I'm just trying to go off of what Lauren had asked. She was asking, why does Robin put up with Juan's foolishness? And I remember a while back, I was listening to Gabor's live, and he had mentioned that Robin mentioned that she was SA'd before getting with Juan, and Juan's been the only partner she's been with since that experience. So, do you think that could be the reason why she puts up with that man?
No, because I don't think he go with her no more. No, I don't, and I don't think because I don't think they go together anymore. Plus, there was rumors that she was tricking with the dude she gave his money to. So no, I don't.
Mm. No, that was all.
Don't. Not even remotely. Ashley said, "Yep, that was all." You so crazy. Okay, ladies. Well, I'm ready to go. I appreciate Ashley, Kai, and Lauren for coming to holler at me. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm not eating all day. And I am too big of a lady to not be eating. Like, I have to eat something, especially after that boy said Din and it made me dizzy. Like, I've got to go eat something. Yeah, that back from Dubai Dindian that messed me up. So I gotta go eat something, y'all. But I appreciate y'all coming to gossip with me. Yes. I had me some company. All the young, beautiful ladies, I appreciate y'all so much. Hey, let me borrow some of your youth and beauty. Let me borrow. Let me siphon.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Well,
night.
all right, my
Have a
lovelies.
good
I'm
night,
getting ready to
everyone.
go.
All right. Good night,
Every-
Auntie. Good night,
you
everyone.
too, my loves. Good night, guys. All right, y'all. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate everyone for hanging out with me tonight. This was cool to gossip about this show. I want to say a special thanks to Nikkei's for being my support tonight and giving support to the channel. I appreciate you and everybody who hit the like button, everybody who hit the what's that thing again? The engagement button with the little bubbles. I appreciate all that good stuff. Please always, y'all, if you didn't like this, but if you didn't get a chance to like the video on your way in, please make sure you like this video on your way out. Make sure you hit the notification bell and click all so you will know every time we go live over here on this good porch. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed because we'd love to have you. And if you want to join Crown membership and put your crown atop your head, please hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Also, in the description box is my Amazon storefront so you can shop with me. Oh, and all of the Christmas updates have been put on my storefront so y'all can get some ideas for Christmas decorations around your house. Some of the things that I'm using, some of the things that I'm kind of up in the air about. So that way, y'all, we can all shop together. And my Amazon wish list is there if you want to send me snacks or goodies. I'd appreciate it. Again, shout out to CC Miller for showing me some love for my wish list. And make sure you guys go to the Royal store and get your Royal Family merchandise. Rock your crown gear, your t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, water bottles, all that good stuff. Get your Christmas shopping in. I appreciate you guys. Everybody have a lovely, beautiful Sunday evening. Sweet dreams. Say your prayers. Have a great night. And remember, if no one else tells you, God loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to y'all later, okay? Bye.